From the qualifiers, by the way, Ciel was able to like do the highest risk out of all of them, but he was forced to. Honestly, if you've seen the fight with his bracket, it was so intense.
I don't think I did.
It led to like I don't know if you've seen the clip, but where I think the contestant uh got to where was doing too much too fast that he ended up casting Tang Tang's ult and missed.
That is. Oh no, I think I did see that clip. Now that I think about it.
It's on Reddit. I posted it to the Enfield
Yeah. I think
subreddit.
I saw that one pop up. Yeah, because it like went behind him, didn't it?
Yes,
Yep.
it wasn't the game's fault. Honestly, the game had no target.
Yeah, I've noticed a couple of times where people, like Maggie,
Yo.
did something too, where it like activated
Yo, what's up,
and she
chat?
was just too fast. Hello.
What are
We're
we
back
feeling? What
again.
are we watching first? Let me pull up the broadcast or the bracket. That one.
Yep, I am also sharing my screen there,
Are you?
so you
Oh,
guys
now
can
you are.
join in.
Oh, there we go.
So now there's only 4 brackets that we're going to be tackling today, which is the first one being Maggie versus Tama, and then Tok and Tu Wang versus Lin, which and also Blue Jay, which by the way is the team that I'm most excited about. Ever since me and Ramen seen how they perform, I've been really excited about their performance. Ciel and Naumor as well for the right side, and also Zach87 and Lonely Cat versus. I'm sorry, but I don't read Japanese, but that character.
That
Also,
character.
you might have noticed we actually aren't covering these 2 matches here because we decided let's just go on to the quarterfinals because that's where most of the excitement is anyway. And it's
Yeah, we already know
also good.
there's not much stakes there.
Yeah. But yeah, so since we're here, Maggie and Thomas Stray-Cat, before we proceed, actually, let's do something different. So aside from Dracnus, since Dracnus already has been spoiled here, Ramen, who do you think is taking this bracket, and how close do you think it will be?
Between Maggie and Tama.
Yeah.
I'm a Maggie truther. Everybody knows, Chad.
Oh,
If you
that's
don't know, we
right.
are betting on who won,
Oh,
who's
that's
winning
right.
the whole damn thing, and I bet everything. I bet that damn house on Maggie.
I put it all on
Oh,
Tama.
you're against Dracnus' bet right now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, it's actually against you two.
Yeah,
And as
Tama's my
for the
boy, so I have to.
and regarding how close it is, well, these two are an entirely different league against Kyostin V. Unfortunately, I don't know if you've seen, but at the final time or at the final chance that Kyo had to beat Thomas' record, Kyo unfortunately did an oopsie and didn't change the risk where you use a skill. Didn't choose the correct risk where you use a skill and you break out of solidification. So
The
that's how
nerves are
that bracket
crazy.
ended. Yeah, dude, 10,000 on the line. That's insane. But yeah, let's go right to it then. Let's just go forward. It looks like we're going A B B A A again. So it's Thomas' run this time.
Fine. Sound alert and
I'm gonna mute the stream as well.
Are you gonna
All
watch the
right, risk.
semifinal? We're gonna group the semifinals and the finals. The next time we do this.
Right off the bat, Tama is actually pretty feeling pretty confident with the risk 3 timer and the risk 3 HP.
It looks like a soft opener because that's 20 risk right now, but they're probably just still selecting.
Yeah, they're still selecting for sure.
There it is. There it is.
Are they gonna opt? Oh, the SP lock as well. Interesting. Now this is gonna determine which team. Okay, at least I think they're starting with the Mifu team.
Yep, Tremor. That is pretty much BIS for Mifu, considering her explosive battle skill, or rather, infliction damage.
Either Mifu or the Combust team.
He took off the SP
Either
one.
of the two. Oh, they took SP one.
I think
Okay.
normally when we see the Combust, we see Overclock as well. So, oh, Yeah, there we go.
Oh yeah, true. And they opted out for the HP one as well. So 5 minutes on the
Yeah.
timer and no SP lock
This is a
and
lot more
start.
reasonable. You can't have both the timer and the HP without it being very inconsistent.
Yep.
And let's see the team selection here. Oh, I don't know what the black screen was, but
That's fine.
of course it's at Stella. So I assume it's gonna be a combust team then. Yep. Slowly but surely, my
Do they still have Tremor
prediction.
active? Then yeah.
Yeah, they have
Interesting,
Tremor
interesting.
active.
We've seen both versions, to be honest. We've seen an overclock version and we've seen a Tremor version. So I think it's chalked up to play style, maybe.
Interesting with this. So we're gonna have to see if Wolfguard has arch intensity built. Hopefully they show it. This Tong it's not showing. The gear, man.
Yeah,
Ah,
it's
they're
arts
not showing
intensity.
gear. Arch intensity, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see a chunky amount of ticks from
Yep.
combust.
All right, a Snowshine variant. Very often it's a Levitate in that slot, but Snowshine is definitely a more cryo-focused tech.
Yeah, and with the no dodge risk, I think you're really forced to get Snowshine in. Just for that scenario where if in case you can't dodge in time with just by jumping and stuff.
Simply dodge instead. Thoughts?
Just jump.
Now Tama has been really impressive with his no dodge runs as well, especially during his qualifier runs. He was able to jump most of the critical hits done by I think effigies and most major enemies by elites.
As long as he keeps a cool head.
All right,
All
here we
right,
go.
so
We're
we're getting
starting.
started.
So remember, 5 minutes on the clock. That's not enough time, or that's not much time rather.
It'll definitely be close. We're starting off. It's Tama's first game of the day, dealing with the initial mobs. They're all grouped up together, so it should be pretty simple to get through them. They're going down. Actually, they just all full healed, so that's interesting.
Yeah, he just launched them
Yeah.
in the air, so they healed from the launch.
That risk
That's
is
risk.
definitely a killer. You have to be very careful when you're activating your combo skills and activating any form of CC.
And there we go again, guessing. Well, opting to hold off on the combust from Wolfguard. I think they're building up stacks so
Yep.
that you can get a much more stronger combust. Level 2 on that elite enemy there on the Sting.
Actually shredding through this very fast, way faster than the initial wave of dogs, so that's pretty good.
Yep, and now you're gonna have to settle or to handle these ones, which have a very annoying attack on them, and unfortunately they are standing on the pool, which makes it more trickier for a
We're
melee
just walking
character.
around hoping. Okay, there you go.
There we go.
All
4
right,
minutes
1 minute
going
for
into the
wave
second
1.
phase.
Not
Yep.
bad.
That was some good flanking, though, getting around using auto attacks to push them into each other.
Yep. And
Yep.
once again, all these Estelas are built like a tank. Look at it. The maximum pool is at
13K.
13K.
Took a bit of shit, but that's fine. That's why we built the health at all in the first place. Gotta
Yeah,
use HP as a resource.
that whittle down will slowly chip away at your health if you're not careful there. Even if you're
For
taking like
sure.
small pot shots. And just like I expected, the chunk of the combust ticks is we've already been seeing with how fast the previous enemies were killed.
Note how the common strat that we've been seeing this entire tournament is not going with your damage immediately, but pushing all of these little guys together so they can get one big burst. And here we go. All the combo skills are going off. A huge chunk, and that spawns the mini boss, the Tidewalker.
Quite questionable going into the pool though. I don't think Tama intended for it to be to do that.
Might have been a slight misstep, but all we have to do is dodge these next few attacks. Good dodge, good dodge. Already at half
Level
health,
2
already at a
combust.
quarter health, and the Tidewalker is almost gone.
If that burn will kill it.
Yep. That
All right,
will-
2
that
minutes
will do
45
it.
on the clock. We're actually have somewhat of a bit of a time crunch here. We got get out of that puddle. Oh, I see.
No,
Snowshine.
that's
Don't the puddle to
we've
pop
seen.
Snowshine combo skill.
Yeah, we've
Smart.
seen the tech done before by him in his previous runs. Quite impressive actually.
Mm-hmm.
Deliberately damaging yourself to get a heal. More
Wow.
heals than what you're taking damage for, so that's good.
Did he get hit there right before the ult froze them?
No.
I believe that was just more so activating the Tong Tong ults in order to get max damage or max value. Not attacking immediately because you have to go through the risk of CC healing them all. And here we go. There is the result, taking down both Alpha Rams pretty seamlessly, pretty quickly. But next up is the Effigy. That's something to one shot.
Yeah, so far the RNG of the Rams grouping together all the time has been really good with this run.
Pre-jacking the Snowshine ult, already laying down the inflictions.
He was too close for comfort there. He almost got hit by that by that attack.
That was a panic jump at the end there.
Ooh, took a bit of a chip from the laser, but it's fine. Not that much damage. 1 minute 30 left on the clock. Gotta get through it. Gotta chew through this health bar because we still have a whole wave to go.
Yeah, there you
Great
go.
dive attack to dodge that.
The dive attack to dodge. Level 2 combust will be enough. Not quite. We still need one more proc of guard, but never mind.
There we
That
go.
killed him.
Minute 15 left, and we have to get through two more: an Alpha Sting and an Alpha Ram, plus the final title class. Do we have the time?
Well, we've seen what we've seen before that in these kinds of runs, you don't actually need that much time to kill the title class at the final wave because they're very susceptible to heat damage. So if Tama can go through this very fast, I think he should have enough time. But unfortunately, the Ram is going away from the
Yeah,
Sting,
this is
which is
somewhat
not.
of a time loss. You really want them to get grouped together so you could distribute your damage pretty evenly.
And
Thankfully,
Snowshine
like you
blocking the
said,
combo skill there.
oh,
Yep.
holding. There we go.
You don't want to heal with the risk on.
Yep, the
Unfortunately, it
risk
does
would
get hit and
heal your opponents
does
as well.
heal
Oh,
and
does
also
heal.
heals the enemy. I think
Ooh.
he was forced to do that though, but
Yeah, got scared by the chunk that they took from that pot shot from the Sting, but that's okay. We still have, oh no, but only 15 seconds left. You can burst through that title class, but if you don't get through these Alpha Rams, then it doesn't even matter.
with the amount of time needed to spawn it as well, I don't think he has enough time.
Yep, 3
Even if you
seconds,
go
and
too
that
fast.
is
Not gonna be
round one.
Yep, and that's the first run from Tama gone. So close yet so far. He made it to the final wave, and unfortunately, that also means that the Combust team is now out of the equation for Tama's pool.
Keep in mind, chat, that this is a fearless draft. Once you use a character, you're not allowed to use that operator later on in your subsequent runs for the bracket. I will say another thing. This is a 3-round thing for each player. It goes in the order of A, B, B, A, B. And in that scenario, you have to get the max risk higher than your opponent in order to move on. And if it's a tied risk, then you have to get a faster time.
That's right. And Dracnus, seeing as your team Tama here, what did you think of the Tama's performance in this round?
The unfortunate thing is I think he got hit by some bad RNG on that last set of mobs there. Them splitting up like that really slowed him down drastically. He lost a good 30
big time
seconds
loss.
just trying to get them back together.
And not to mention that that panic moment as well, where he actually had to use Snowshine's heal, which in turn also healed the enemies.
Yeah, no, we saw one of the common complaints actually with combo skills, which has been the inability to activate combo skills as you prefer, which can actually block you from progressing.
That is true. That's been a common rant of all people here. But let's see what Miggy has taken. So we have a rest 2 timer. So Miggy has 6 minutes 40 seconds to work with. No dodge. And can you scroll down a bit? Miggy, please. That's too fast for me, man.
Nature
But-
Infliction or Nature Cleanse, I believe, is that one?
Yeah, Nature Cleanse and then the healing risk and also the Alpha Rams.
I will say, because Tama did lose out on the run running the Estella Wolfguard, Maggie is now incentivized to only have to do risk 50. Doesn't have to go harder because, well, to be frank, Estella Wolfguard is probably one of the easier comps to clear with. So Maggie is not really feeling that much pressure right now.
That's right. So Tama needed that run to be successful in order to pressure Maggie into into improving. However, it looks like that's not going to be the case this time because Tama is using, or not Tama, but Maggie. We've seen this team comp used during the first bracket that Maggie is in, and it has been an insane run, quite
This
fast.
This is the Maggie special. We've been seeing her grind this out back when Contingency Contract first came out, hard forcing the high Yvonne clears. And it is so cool to watch every single time. Watch the peak sequencing. She knows exactly what's going to happen at every second.
There we go. This is
Okay,
what
not
you
that
normally
time.
see.
That one ran off. Okay, came back.
There we go. Letting the Yvonne combo skill doing all the damage. And what's great about using range is that you actually don't need to go near the pool to deal damage to the enemies.
Which also makes the SP regen risk a lot more viable.
Yeah.
we see that risk be a wall to a lot of players, but when you're playing a range composition, especially centered around Yvonne, you don't really have that issue, and the sting goes down so fast.
Oh,
But it's
even though
healing up from the
Maggie
frozen.
is dealing damage.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Out damaging the CC healing risk, by the way. That's kind of insane damage-wise.
But seeing as Maggie only has 6 minutes 40 to deal with that, she did that with just 40 seconds, by the way, so quite fast.
Yep. Extremely good pace in terms of time, even despite the healing there. You're going to see this as a common trend, just solidifying them and not caring, just eating through the healing. Pure damage. It's insane.
Yeah, and I don't think grouping them is much of an option here because, as you can see from how fast Maggie deals with this, it doesn't really matter. Just kill them as fast as you can, and then who cares about grouping, honestly?
Just flat out one-shotting them. Who cares?
And this Prism is proving to be a really challenging time for Maggie right now. She can't target it, even though she's trying.
Yep.
But the targeting system again.
Targeting, my beloved mechanic of you, Arknights Enfield.
Luckily, targeting is getting fixed at 1.4, supposedly.
Yep, we are getting a hard lock this time.
Which is, you'll love to see that. One of the most exciting things about 1.4, but in the case of this match, we finally got all the damage off, all the ults popped, and Yvonne is eating through this Tidewalker, already half health, 4 minutes 40 on the clock. We're making great time.
Unfortunately, couldn't get off the final sequence of Yvonne's ult there, which could have done a bit of damage, but opted to get out because an attack was heading Yvonne's way.
Yep.
Yeah,
Any
it
amount
may
of damage
seem
this early on
comfortable,
would.
but the reality of
hurt a lot.
Contingency Contract is that you will just get one shot if you get hit once, so you
Yep.
do have to play carefully.
Especially with this Yvonne only having 5k HP.
Pretty much. It's just a couple hits and she's gone. Alright, dragging the Rams back. Perfect skill usage on the enemy.
Incredible
Grouping up
spacing
correctly for this burst right now.
Yeah, space created. Perfect space as well. As if she knew how long they're gonna charge.
there. It's almost like she's practiced this.
A lot. More than anyone has even played CC, to be honest.
And look at that. The amount of damage done by the Yvonne's combo skill is just insane. These Rams are done for, just like
the
that.
corrosion plus the Yvonne, it just completely shreds it. And 3 minutes left, and the effigy is just gonna melt. Just watch this
It's
at
gonna
work.
jump.
Ooh,
Oh, nice
great
dodge.
jump dive attack to dodge the grab from the effigy. One of the major one-shots and a run killer in a lot of cases. Already have health. Everything's being bursted down, and
Look
there
at
it
the
goes.
damage. Holy.
Oh,
That's
I think she could
Yvonne,
have
baby.
she could have opted for risk 51 with the 5-minute timer and put more pressure on Tama.
Could you imagine this team, but with Arcane? Instead of, like, maybe Ardelia?
Oh, we can only speculate at this point because unfortunately, as the event goes down, Arcane goes up.
Yup.
Took a bit of a pot shot, taking like a third of her HP there.
Yeah, a little unfortunate, but thankfully he's in a safe position right now. Just has to dodge that. All right, interrupts the skill actually from the Alpha Sting. Is getting a lot of damage and half health on both with plenty of time remaining. We're already going to get started on the burst. The corrosion is ticking down, and there they go.
There we go. Title class time. We've seen this boss get shredded in just literally seconds. I wonder how Meg is gonna deal with this.
The key thing with the title class is
Oh,
getting through.
major hit
It's a big
there.
hit! 300 HP left. Dodges the big jump. Gets his heal down. It's going to get a bit of healing, but it'll also heal the title class. This will be a slow title class kill now because of the interrupt. The shield is going to proc and will be doing less damage, but Yvonne gets tagged!
That's really bad. Yvonne was her main source of damage there, and with that, the run just ended.
And that's it.
So that's a loss.
had
That's
to
a-
restart. Yeah, that's a
Yep.
loss.
Yep.
So, with how this bracket works, Maggie still gets a run, but unfortunately, I think she's gonna have to change teams because that, even though the DPS potential of that team is very high, that's a banned character pool now.
So
What do you think,
You have
Drac?
it's very difficult. You have to play very perfectly in that sense because you really have no room to take any damage because you have to take DPS gear if you're playing Yvonne. You can't take HP gear, and you can't play like off primary Yvonne either and play as the Ardelia because a lot of Yvonne's damage is in the basic attacks. So it's a bit tough. You have to play perfectly. You have to dodge everything, and unfortunately, it wasn't lucky enough this time.
yep. And
Yeah,
unfortunately
what
for
do you think of
Maggie,
that, Drac?
uh,
Yeah.
well, see, I have a quote from Maggie actually here where she actually needs this $40,000 from the tournament to pay her rent. So that first loss.
Oh, now I'm really Team Maggie. Let's go.
Yep. So that first loss is going to be extremely impactful. She's giving, if she doesn't get this second round down, then she's going to give Tama a lot of leeway.
Oh, hello?
It
What
looks
just
like
happened?
the Discord just decided to die on us.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh.
While Dractus was talking, he immediately just got cut off just like that. I was also checking my internet, seeing that is
Am I
something.
still live? I think I'm live.
Yeah, you're live.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it was just Discord doing the funnies. But anyway, what did you say, Drac, about Maggie's rent?
So Maggie actually, I had a quote from Maggie where she needed the $40,000 to pay for her rent this month. So for her, this is actually more on the line than most. And with that first loss, if she doesn't get this second one down, she's giving Tama a huge amount of leeway to catch up.
Yeah, but she is aware she's not getting the whole 40K, right?
Who
I think
knows?
it's definitely a prize pool. I don't know how it's split up, but regardless, Maggie does have 2 more attempts, as does Thomas. So we'll have to go and see how this turns out.
Yep, and I'm pretty sure Chama also needs that money to pay rent as well. So let's see.
We're all gotcha game players. We're all
Maggie did
poor.
Maggie did switch from to choosing the physical clans now. So I think a physical team is in order.
Trying to see. Assumably took Tremor in that case. Probably playing around a Mifu Rossi team or a more standard Mifu team. We know that Camille was kind of a interesting trait piece that can be inserted into the Mifu Rossi core. So we'll have to see. Especially with
Yep,
the link.
And last minute also adjusting the risk to get the risk 3 timer and the risk 1 HP on enemies. So the enemies have 50% more HP.
Alright, choosing the team. Let's see here what they pick. Actually, Zhang Feng Yi. Did they swap to Electrical Cleanse? Oh, Elesh? No.
I think, yeah, they still have physical. So they're going to be relying on Arclight. Arclight combo skill with this.
Is
To be-
Arclight combo? I mean, it makes sense.
Argalight's combo is physical, and it is also up more often than every other combo skill. So
That's true. I do see it come up a lot, and I've never read it. Truthfully, I just think, oh wow, it's here now.
yep, if I remember off the top of my head, it just triggers on any electrification, and then it's up every like 3 or 4 seconds, and just does physical damage.
Nice. All right, there it
Regenerates
is.
MSB.
Instantly clearing out the initial wave, with especially with Arclight combo skill and Zhang Fengyi. The goal is to get these swords down as much as possible. Renegade, can you explain the sword mechanic for other viewers?
Yeah, so Zhuang Fangyi runs off like the Thunderblade mechanic, where her battle skill deals more damage the more swords that are on the field with a maximum of 9 stacks. So the goal here is to get as many Thunderblades on the field as much as you can, or as fast as you can, so that you can deal as much DPS in a short amount of time as possible.
So it will be a key resource management game on top of dodging everything and dealing as much damage. Got to keep those swords maintained to get a good time.
Yeah, and it seems like Meigi is already up. Oh no, it's only 4 stacks now. We can't really see because the VTuber model is blocking it, but
Yeah.
that's
a
the
lot
thing
of
with
UIs on the screen too. between my camera, Poke's camera, Maggie in the chat. All good, all
Beautiful
good. Risk
execution
52 clear.
there.
Goes through that insanely fast. Let's see this part.
So I was really thinking the physical cleanse would be a problem here, but I'm not seeing it right now.
No,
So
she's timing those combo skills perfectly to make sure she gets that cleanse on time. Like
What I
just
have
now.
oh yeah,
noticed,
just like that.
Yep.
and there goes wave 2, already a quarter HP.
There
Get
you go.
one more rotation in there, maybe a Zhongfeng Yi battle skill for good measure, and there it is, and we're off to
Yep.
wave 3 with 3 minutes left.
That battle skill with all those Thunderblades is doing a lot of work.
Yeah, and she just needs to do the work as well, not letting it expire.
Yeah. To note,
She
that
just
wasn't
needs
even
to-
with
she-
electrification, so she did not do full damage there.
Wow.
That's
You didn't
insane.
even need it. It's already insane amounts of damage. Got a question, why is Arclight
Oh,
using Rossi's
unfortunately,
signature?
uses Arclight in the show
Ooh.
in the wrong timing there, but just
She manages to
enough for
recover.
her to. Yep.
The
Doesn't matter,
Arclight's
has the
combo comes up
SP
so
banked,
fast that it just
fortunately.
got through anyway.
So Arclight is using Rossi's signature because every account here is a Leviathan account. Everything is given a max potential. So this is a 6-pot Rossi weapon, able to get in a lot of DPS because of that, which ends up being better than Thermite Cutter in the sense of you could just be another sub DPS.
This Ram wave is not the most optimal for Meiji, but she is dealing with it quite well, despite the RNG of the Rams constantly splitting away from each other.
I think Miggy was able to get a pretty good time for the other wave, so it was actually okay to get a slight time loss there. Was able to get through them timely and is now in the effigy. Popping every ult, Alash Zhongfeng Yi going ahead to burst it down.
This effigy, I don't know if she's gonna avoid it in time.
Yep. No, she's got it.
Should be
That
good.
ball is so hard to dodge.
Especially
at
when
that
you're playing a
distance.
ranged character, the effigy can be more difficult than the title class when you're playing ranged.
Yep,
I
and
could
we are now at
definitely
the
see
first phase of the final wave here. The Sting and the Ram combo.
Pretty good time as well, a minute and a half to go. Should be able to eat through this, assuming that they group together. And they are together now, so hopefully we can get these swords down, the Zhuangfeng Yi battle skill down, already proccing everything. Arclight's dealing a ton of chip damage, especially with the Rossi weapon, and the Sting's already at half health, but the HPs and stagger bars are not synced, so it'll be a minor time loss, but the title class does go down fast.
Yep, the Sting goes down fast, but the Ram unfortunately had different plans, splitting away from the Sting.
So something
the
to note
start there.
too, every time she's activating a battle skill that pulls the camera away, she's still manipulating Perlica to move away from the enemy. She's even though she
Yep.
can't see Perlica, she still knows exactly where she's going.
There you go.
Really
Damage on the
just an
title class. Spawn animation. Ruthless.
Those battle skills
Insane
are doing
mastery
so
here as
much.
she completely chunks through the title class, bursting everything that she got, and it's already over. 38 seconds remaining, and instantly one-shots the title class at risk 52.
Whew, that's quite a task that Meiji has given Tama here. 52, risk 52 within 4 minutes and 21 seconds.
All right, Draconus,
I-
as the number one Tama Glazer, what does Tama got to do here?
I mean, at this point, we have not seen Tama actually beat anything higher than risk 50, so he's going to have a lot of work ahead of him. And his main setup, which is the fire team, is now out. So I don't actually know what he's going to try and do in order to
It'll
try and
depend
beat
on what
this.
he has practiced for sure, so we'll have to see. It is ABB, AAB, so next up is a Tama run. We're going to take a break from Maggie's POV for a little bit and check it out. Lavatane. Oh, a classic Lavatane team with the Antal and the Camille.
So he's still going to go for burn, it looks like, then.
The addition of Antal here is quite the decision to amplify the damage, it seems like. But unfortunately, you don't really, unless that Camille is built to spec for arch intensity, he's not gonna deal as much damage as Wolfguard does.
Yep.
Looks like
And
Tremor
it
was
looks
taken
like,
right there.
yep, and it looks like Tama is trying to aim to have a better time at the same risk as Meiji. So this is gonna be interesting.
Also, Levitain consumes fire stack, so it actually could be more difficult to get high-level combustions going, unless if he's perfectly timed with his final strikes.
Something that Chad pointed out to me after our last commentary was that Lavatane ult sometimes is correct to not use because Lavatane's third hit when she's in ult inflicts a heat infliction. So that could be an issue where you actually gimp Lavatane's damage if you
Yep.
use it at all.
Yep, and Antal is going to be the controlled operator with 13k HP.
A big bulky Antal. You only really care about the ult damage amp as well, so that's more than fine. It's going to be real bulky, a lot more safer, and just completely choose through the first wave.
In 15 seconds. That's quite fast. Did take a bit of a pot shot there from the flying things. I don't know their names.
Slight chip, but that's fine. We just got to deal with this sting. Thankfully, doesn't target the Antal there, so isn't interrupted. It's trying to generate as much SP as possible, trying to get the corrosion down, trying to get the link up and running, everything.
These
He
solidifications
took,
are hurting.
Yep,
yeah,
taking a lot of chip, to be honest.
it did soak up quite a bit of damage from the tornado there, done by the flying units, and what whittled down. That's not really what you want. You want to keep your HP as many as you can.
All right, bringing it down to a quarter HP, but we are running out of time if the goal is to get a faster time at risk 52. Taking a lot of damage, already half health from what the max HP was at 13k initially, plus the whittle down, bringing down the max HP. May feel inclined to get Ardelia healing up and running between waves, but I cannot see the ult cooldowns.
1 minute and 15 seconds just for wave one. That's not a
Yep.
very good start.
This is a little unfortunate, but we
Oh,
can make up for that time in this wave, depending on how fast we chew through the Tidewalker. First thing first, though, is to get through these initial ads. First, we got to group these as well, so we could see if we get that done in a timely manner. Pushing them down through, getting the combo skills down, only targeting one so far. All right, now they're all in the group for Lavitane to hit. And they are going down fairly fast, but
he
it
did get
is
the
almost
combustion on
hitting
them.
3 minutes on the clock, and we got to eat this Tidewalker really quickly.
Yeah, if you want to deal damage to it, you have to kill the prism as fast as you can. Otherwise, that thing is gonna cast a protection on the boss.
Ooh,
Unfortunately, it
major
does get hit, and
instant one shot is
Antal
double
goes
hit for the
down.
Tidewalker.
It looks like he's still going to attempt it though.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's still possible. Antal's just the buff. Uh, the issue is it's just a lot less safe now, and you do have a decent bit less damage as well. If the idea is to beat it in a faster time, it's not much possible anymore.
Yep. As you can see, when Antal went down, the run went so much lower now.
yep.
Does eat through that Tidewalker, is on wave 3. Let's see if we can make up for it, getting the Ardelia's ult popped so that you can top up. Only 3000 HP on the Ardelia though, so it is a little bit difficult to deal with. Queuing up the final strike, dodging that. Solidified right in front. It was a missed sequence and a
Solidified.
missed
Oh,
time. Unfortunately, you don't
quite
have your
unfortunate.
normal sequencing anymore with the Antal gone.
Oh, and he's running to the corner.
In
Trying
fear,
to group them up.
shivering in fear. Oh, there it
Unfortunately,
goes.
yep.
Ah, it missed? Oh, no.
I think he knew. He
Yeah,
knows.
this is a give up. Surrender.
Yep. That
Oh,
means Tom
Dractus,
has
I
one
see
more
your
try.
name on the top right. What is
we
that?
don't talk about that. I've already had chat tell me that I'm cheating. Which
Whoa, spoilers, buddy, huh?
no, but as we said earlier, I have already seen this one, which is why I'm maybe a little quiet. But I'm trying not to spoil our other casters here.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
But so far, Thomas thing has been always been using like fire-based teams. So now all the fire-based teams are now out of the equation. So I think it's time to switch up the enemies here, or the lineup here. And considering that you only have Mifu and I guess Zhuang Fangyi team left, realistically.
Just put the Zhuangfengyi in the bag, man. Let's go already. It's one of the most consistent teams. If we look at round 1 and all the clears, there's two consistent best times, and that is the Combustion with Estella Wolfguard and the Zhuangfengyi teams. Those are the two fastest time teams throughout this entire tournament.
Yep, and it looks like we are indeed gonna do just that, seeing that we have the Electro Cleanse here for the risk.
Very
I still don't know
cool.
why that it's considered a risk when it helps you out.
Uh,
Well, it
Oh,
does.
no.
It does extend how long the solidification lasts,
Oh, yeah. Extended to 15 seconds, I see.
but it's definitely more useful than it is detrimental.
Couldn't read that because Dracnus' name is blocking it. Interesting how you were in that chat anyways.
Oh, I am actively coming from the past to gimp your own attempts.
Oh, no, no, no. All right, let's see. Assumably Zhang Fengyi. There we go.
Yep.
Makes sense. The question is, Alesh or Gilberta? We've seen two variants, pretty much evenly split throughout round one, so we'll have to see what Tama is thinking.
Going
Opts
for
into the Gilberta
Gilberta.
variant.
Okay.
It does make the group ups a lot more consistent, so you can have Zhuang Fangyi actually do AoE damage.
And
You just have
Perlica
to
with a
be
5-star weapon as well. Interesting. I was expecting her to have a stanza.
uh so the Wild Wanderer is actually better than Stanza for a mono electric team because it specifically buffs electric. I think Stanza's passive is something about multiple elements or not your element, something like that.
Oh,
If I
I
remember
see.
correctly. I don't know, it's been a while since I read that.
Yep. No, I just know Wild Wanderer is definitely best in slot if you're purposely trying to run with electrification.
We're going ahead and scrolling through all the risks. Let's see how this goes. Opening with the Gilberta, 15k HP on it. She will definitely be the main tank here as she
Definitely.
sways with the animation.
You don't want to use Zhuang Yi here because you want her to be constantly doing damage rather than being frozen
Yep.
by the solidification risk.
Makes a lot of sense. So let's see the open. Already opening. No Gilberta battle skill, rather opting in to get the final attack string going. Not using the Gilberta combo skill critically. I think it timed
Yeah,
out. You
because
didn't use it, right?
you don't use it because of the healing risk when you CC an enemy.
Yeah.
So you have to be very careful with your sequencing and your timing when you're playing around Gilberta. As powerful as the unit is, there are drawbacks in the combo skill, not letting you play the game.
This is
Does
also
use it
why
there.
this is also why most people opt for Alesh instead of Gilberta. It's because of that risk specifically.
If you're sequencing on point, Gilberta is definitely an insane amp, but Alesh is a lot more playable with that risk active. But going
Yep.
ahead to start chewing through this Sting, I think it's called, and already at half health, 4 minutes left on the clock. We are a little bit slow, admittedly, but there are a lot of swords scattered about, so we can make up for this time.
Yep.
Yep.
Honestly,
pretty
going
much,
slow at the beginning here with Zhuang Fangyi lets you set up the Sunder Blades for these later stages.
and we can actually see how much Thunderblade it is by that small icon on the bottom left there. Currently at 7 stacks.
That's a pretty good amount of stacks right there. Already chewing through the first wave of ads on wave 2. We got to go see how it goes, CCing them, but blowing through the healing from that risk with just raw damage.
There we go. This is a perfect opportunity to use Gilberta's skill to group them up, but I don't think that's going to be the plan here.
Unfortunately, very SP starved right now, so it may be
Yeah.
too tough to do it. You do have to prep to one-shot the Tidewalker. Alright, it's going to spawn right now. Opening with Arclight ult.
And
Prism
that
is
Prism
nearly
goes
one
down,
shot. Zhang Fengyi
goes
ult
down
is
very
popped.
quick.
Gilbert ult is popped. That is massive damage. I'm going to go ahead and burst with the battle skill from the Zhuang Fengyi, and it's already down a quarter of damage. Can we keep going? Can we keep going? We still have the Gilberta battle combo skill. We could use it because that thing can't be CC'd. Another battle skill from Zhuang Fengyi, and it's bursted down to only a quarter left. The risk is active. It's
Zhuang
rush.
still has 9 Thunderblades here.
So getting maximum value,
just
maximum
not-
DPS. Has to dodge this. There you go.
Yep. He's just struggling with SP gain right now to actually use Zhuang Fangyi.
Yeah, and if he wants to get that SP going, he needs to get in there and do a final strike. Unfortunately,
All
he
right,
does
there
not
it
get
is.
it in time, so he does stay in this phase with just the amount of SP he's got right now. He has to do a final strike entering this next wave.
Yeah, the SP management is a little bit unfortunate, especially when considering the time component of this challenge. You have to beat Maggie's time for sure, but only 2 minutes left on the clock when it comes to all of these Alpha Rams. It's still only wave 3. We'll have to see. They're not grouped together either. This is already in and of itself a time loss, and not much has already happened.
Yeah, for sure. That Ram is taking his sweetest time moving towards Tama there.
Gotta back up there. Currently solidified. Might take a major hit here, but Perlica ult cleanses it, but still takes some damage. Has to get out of the way of that charge. Still, they went two different directions again. That's another time loss.
This is really bad. Normally, you would like to stay in one corner and then deal with them there, but unfortunately, Tama did do the same thing as other people do, and it's probably the biggest mistake they could ever do by just running around, not having to group them in one area.
Thankfully, or rather, in order to try and make up for the time, Tama elects to use the Zhuangfengyi ult and the Gilberta ult on this wave, rather than for the effigy itself. So we have to see if there's enough time to get another battle skill onto the effigy. It looks like it, but Zhuangfengyi ult's about to drop off, and we'll have to rely on base damage. But takes a major hit from the effigy, only 3,000 health left against this killer of a boss. We'll have
This
to
is
see what
bad.
happens here.
Zhuang Fangyi's ult is already gone, and the boss, the effigy, only lost 1/4 of its HP.
Only 40 seconds left on the clock. Somehow has to burst through all of the effigy's health bar and is still not going down and still has another wave to go.
Yep.
Effortless dodge on the grab, though. Really good mechanical skill there.
Yep, unfortunately, he's just spamming out everything he has, and it's just simply not enough without the proper sequencing.
Without the
Unfortunately
Zhuang
not.
Fangyi ult form, it's really not a good. You would all normally want to have Zhuang Fangyi in her ult form in this wave.
Yep, that as well as
Specifically.
you'd want to usually have a decent amount of electrification to benefit off of that as well, and he just hasn't been
Not
able to
only
set it
that,
up.
he is SP locked, so he can't really do anything.
Yep.
And with 5 seconds left on the clock, that's pretty much GG's.
That's GG.
He still got it in
I
the
have
end.
a question for y'all. For today, do we want to go through everything, or if it's already a win, do we just move on? Because that's all of Thomas' rounds, right?
Yeah, that's all of Thomas rounds, and unfortunately, Megi is currently holding the record. So I guess it's time for us to move on.
Yeah, Maggie
Very
does
big,
play a
congrats.
final round just for fun, but nothing special happens after this one.
Yeah.
All right,
Big
bet.
congrats to Megi there. So we're gonna move on to our next contestant. So
And
while I'm
congrats to me to beating Dragnus on the bet. I'm getting a damn
No.
house.
all right, so while I prepare, you guys can talk about the match.
Who are we gonna go for next?
Lin and Blue Jay. Well, let's go with the left first.
Hell yeah, Blue Jay had a stellar performance back on round one. Extremely, extremely impressive. Lin as well. Kind of the dynamic duo of that team. I don't know if you've been following them at all, Dragnus.
To be completely honest, I have not. But I am very excited to see how these play because I have not actually watched any of the games where any duos happen.
Well, you're about to see poetry in motion because Blue Jay in particular is a beast of a last right player.
A last right player. That is actually extremely
not common
interesting.
at all in this tournament.
Last right is relatively nerfed, honestly, by all of the risks in this particular CC.
I'm trying to remember. It was either risk 49 or 50 was the last right clear, so it makes for a pretty good anchor. And very keyly, does not take up any really important units in terms of the fearless draft. So you can still have stuff like Gilberta open, Wolfguard, Estella. So we'll have to see what kind of variant of last right build they elect to open with. I believe they're able to pick and choose who opens in their team. I'm not actually sure about the rules there. The whole team thing is a little question mark to me, to be honest.
That's what was confusing me as well. Is like, how do duos actually work? Are they just alternating, or are they helping
they're
each other in some way? Okay.
They're alternating. So it looks like we are going in this with Blue Jay and Lin 0 at the start. So I think they're just talking here for a bit. Let's just move forward here. Oh, never mind. I think we're seeing Tu Wang and Tok's attempt because it's all in Chinese.
Let me look at the bracket again.
Unfortunately, I don't think we get to see the Yep, we do see it here. The name of the YouTube channel for a bit. So we are in Talk and Tu Wangs. Unfortunately, we can determine
2v2.
Yeah, unfortunately we can determine who is who. So that's the only unfortunate part there, but
It's
We'll see.
currently oops all Chinese for us right now, and I only speak English. My bad.
And there's no like PNG or any VTuber models to designate who is who.
All right, taking a look at the gear. Was that hot work? I
That no,
believe.
It
so
was Chingbo.
yeah, that was
Oh, Jingbo.
well
Oh, no,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
specific.
was
Jingbo.
Yin Lung.
Yeah, this is
Yin
Ying
Lung.
Lung here on her. So she's going to be doing a whole bunch of combo damage, but only if you do a bunch of battle skills beforehand. Which is an interesting
Oh.
choice on her when she's going to be spamming her combo so often.
I will say, in that case, I'd wonder if you'd rather elect to take Rossi's weapon. Instead, they're electing to double Thermite Cutter. One on Alesh, one on Arclight.
To be fair, that
Does that
would
stack?
well, so yes, because each one counts as its own buff on each individual operator. So that will get a lot of additional SP and attack. So they may not need to actually do the final strikes as often.
All right,
Maybe
so
that's
I
like
did determine who is whose POV we're on, judging by cross-referencing the profile pictures here. It looks like we're in Tu Wang's POV.
All right,
Yep.
nice. Let's see how Tulong does with the Zhuang Fengyi team. Electing
There's
with a
52.
Perlica controlled 14k HP on the Perlica.
Jesus
Pretty
Christ.
standard. All
Beefy Perlica. Beefy.
Oh,
right,
that
one of the
one guy
Rams
just ran
runs
out.
off into Narnia, but is able to get the other two whittled down instantly. Thankfully, you only need to clear two in order to spawn the next wave, and we're going to see this Sting come out, and let's see how fast you can clear through it.
I will admit those combo skills are doing a lot more damage than I was expecting.
Yeah. Ooh, took
Taking
the
a bottle.
entire clip from the Sting, unfortunately. Less room to work with there. Trying to get the SP up and running. Only 1 bar of SP right now. It's a little bit tough to deal with, but we're trying to get all these Vanguards combo skills up and running. Half health on the Sting. Got another bar of SP there. And preparing for a Zhuangfengyi cast right there, bringing it down to a quarter HP. Final strike on the Sting to try and generate more.
The Harpies are
These
all over
flying
the place,
units,
though.
yeah, all over the place. Yeah.
Kind of taking a lot of chip from them as well. Already at 6k HP almost. Took a lot of damage in the first wave.
Took another major hit.
Tuong took another major critical hit right there too.
He's got no healing on this setup either.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to rely on just pure vibes and mechanical skill expression to just dodge everything. Alright, managed to take care of wave 1. 3 minutes 40 left on the clock. It's a little bit slow on pace, I would say, is about 4 minutes to clear that. So we'll have to see how wave 2 goes. Every ult is active, though, very critically. Go ahead and choose through the initial wave of ads. Going to go on and move on to the second wave of them. Has to group them up like we've seen. Does a bit of a targeting oopsie right there and steps into the puddle. Because that one didn't spawn in time. Was just trying to get the final strike up and running.
Opted to do one by one instead of doing them all together at once.
Why did that one spawn late, actually? I don't know that.
It's just
They actually
order.
spawn yeah, in order. They don't actually spawn together.
Okay.
So Zhang Fengyi ult casted, Alesh ult casted, trying to get the major chunk in, but it
But
is
he got
solidified
solidified
in
inside
the
the
pool!
puddle. Oh no!
Taking too much damage, already only 1,000 HP remaining, bursting everything they have. 2-1
Perlica
kicks the
goes
wave
down.
and it's over.
Yeah, with no
Wow.
consistent
Wow.
way to apply a electric stack, Zhuang Fengyi's damage will go way down.
Which makes it
Yep.
so that
And
there's no way
Zhuang
we chew
Fengyi
through this
just
time
took a
bar.
good chunk of damage as well.
Yeah.
I think it's safe to say this run is chalked.
Zhang Fengyi only has 171, and it is the solidified target because it's a controlled operator. Does immune that damage, but doesn't matter at the end of the day. That's round 1 for Tu Wang.
For those who don't know, Zhuang
Unfortunately.
Fengyi does have a passive that makes it so that she has a chance of just ignoring damage and healing. That is the only reason that hit did not kill.
The unfortunate part there was that Tu Wang got solidified inside the pool, which in turn made him take a lot of damage.
Yep. Solidification inside of a pool is probably the worst thing that can happen to you in one of these runs.
Usually the workaround for that is you're playing the ranged control operator, but an unfortunate sequence of events solidifies the ranged operator into the pool.
All right, so with that done, I think we are moving on to a familiar UI instead. all English with Lin and Blue Jay.
When I'm allowed to read here, that can't be right for me. Holy.
Here we go. It looks like Blue Jay is. I
Blue
know.
Jay
Is that
and
Lin
Field.
or Blue Jay? You know them, Ramen. Is that Lin? That's Blue Jay. Okay.
The channel says Blue Jay, I assume.
Oh no, this one is Blue
Unfortunately,
Jay. The last right.
Yeah, if you
The
see
other
last
one was
right.
Lin.
yep.
So
And
this
I'm
is
gonna go
generally the
take a
team, I think.
bathroom
If I
break.
remember
1 sec.
correctly, this was the last right team that was used. Um, I will say that with the Yvonne, Tong Tong, and Jaihe, that's not too many important pieces for Fearless Draft. I'd say the important piece there is a Tong Tong for the Combustion Squad with Estella Wolfguard, but you can make do without her. Going ahead to pick the max timer, but only the 1 health. They're going straight to Risk 53 as the first run on Team Lin and Blue Jay.
That's a pretty extreme run, just to go straight to 53 off the bat.
Trying to put some pressure on the enemy team, it would seem. So let's see how this goes. Oh, Rossi over the Tong Tong. That makes a lot of sense. The idea is to hold the Rossi ult the literal entire game until you one-shot the title class at wave 4.
Something I want to see during this
Oh, Risk 49, by the way.
quarter.
Sorry.
Yeah. Something I want to see during this quarterfinals is the same feeling that we got when watching Ciel and the Korean bracket. That one was a butt clencher of a match.
That's the hope. So far in our first round, only Maggie got it clear. So hopefully this time both are able to get it cleared. We're able to get a back-to-back at Tadeta. Hopefully. Unfortunately, all the ads kind of run off and are not grouped together. So that's a little bit
Uh,
unfortunate. Manages to chew through them very quickly. Thankfully, it doesn't have the basic attack risk, it would seem. I mean, you are
Yeah.
playing Yvonne and it's all your damage.
Yep, the Yvonne basic attacks are doing some crazy work here.
Pretty much the team one-shots all the ads. It has to focus on the sting, gets the Jaihe battle skill up and running, the combo skill active, electing not to use it, deciding to just chew through this sting without using the resources. Actually, is Jaihe
that
combo skill the healing one?
no, it's when the orb is up and then you heal. But if it's
Gotcha.
not healing when you're in full, it doesn't really matter when you have the risk active
Got you,
because
got you.
you're not healing anything. So the trick here, and if you have full HP, you do get damage amp in return. So the trick here really is to keep Yvonne as healthy as possible for that damage amp.
Which is a really tricky business. Pretty, Ooh!
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, the
Oh,
dive
the
attack to
dodge
dodge
was
that bot shot.
insane.
Insane adaptation and mechanical skill right there to dodge that. Do not step in that puddle, please. Thank you. Jaihe ult. Everything active now.
Oh, Yvonne
Oh,
just took
Touch the
damage.
puddle. All right. Dodge, dive attack, gets over the one-shot attack from the Tidewalker, is able to bring this Tidewalker down to half HP, thankfully. Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh,
Takes
takes
another major
another
hit.
hit. Already half HP on the Yvonne. Not a lot of room to work with now.
I think in this next part, Blue Jay is gonna opt for healing with the Jaihe battle skill.
Yeah, if he does it right at the beginning, then at least it won't heal the enemies up all too much.
That makes a lot of sense. Trying to circumvent the healing risk so that you can get as much value as possible out of both the Yvonne passive
There we go.
and their
Yvonne is now
DPS.
back to full health.
That's okay. Back to full health for both. And now they're all grouped together. That is perfect grouping. Trying to burst as much damage as possible. Dodges the charge, but now they're split up. A little bit of a minor time loss, but they come back together. These
Yvonne
they both hit
goes
at the
down.
same exact
Dead.
time! Oh, it's so unfortunate. That's the main DPS as well.
We
And
still have
that
last
might
right
be
as a
current to the last
DPS,
right
so
team.
he can still make it technically with last right. Last right deals decent amount of damage.
The issue is the timing aspect of it. It'll definitely be far less consistent here, so we'll have to see. Does still have the Rossi critically. So assuming you are able to get to the last wave, this Rossi should one-shot the title class. You just have to
You
get
need
there in a timely manner. Manages to dodge the giant hammer attack from the effigy. Already at half health, 2 minutes left on the clock. Ooh, takes a major hit. Can't afford to heal though. You'd have to wait till next wave to do it.
The only downside with this entire team comp is he has to play perfectly to dodge every single attack, and he is struggling to do that, it seems.
He
Pretty
is
much,
also
but does
building
bring
up.
this Evichi down. Almost down,
He's
almost
also
cleared.
bringing
1 minute
up
40 on the clock. It's
Rossi's.
actually
Oh
Oh,
my! Takes another
no!
hit.
absolutely smacked out of the sky. And that is no more DPS unless you want this Rossi to do the world.
This is really bad because, as we've seen from previous performance from Blue Jay, this is his like ace in the whole team.
Yeah,
The
it's
last right Yvonne
definitely
combo.
supposed to be the most consistent one. Unfortunately, the whims of contingency contract are not in our favor today. A lot of tough runs so far.
And this is where sometimes it may be beneficial to not start with your best team, but instead warm up with something you're a little less familiar with.
Rossi does do damage. Unfortunately, he can't really control who he needs to tackle because of the no swap risk.
Well, and then the
No
unfortunate thing
switching.
is, he without having either of the other two, he's not able to get any arts stacks on these enemies to actually get Rossi's combo skill going.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's going to be slow
And
going. And there
that's
goes
gonna go.
Izaihi.
Wait, not yet. He now has finally control of Rossi.
Okay, 20 seconds on the clock. Like low key, if you're somehow able to kill this, you could. Oh, it doesn't even have ult though on the Rossi. If you take a look at the bottom right, move my camera for chat. No ult ready, so we wouldn't be
Yep.
able to one shot the Tidewalker or Tidal Class anyways, and that's a run.
And
Yep.
that's a run done. Quite unfortunate, but it looks like Lin has to do a lot of carrying this time
In
around.
the nature of Fearless Draft, though, not much of a loss here. None of these are units that you would normally think for a very fast clear. Like this is a very fine anchor run.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously, you'd rather clear it, but there's no downside for any of the other major team comps.
the only
and so
team comp that
far-
would be hurt is having no Rossi if they wanted to run
Mifu.
for the physical team.
And even
And
then, there are
also,
several
there's
other
only-
Mifu variants, so it shouldn't be too bad.
There's only one person aside from one other person aside from Blue Jay that's really effective in using Yvonne, and that's Meiji. We haven't really seen Yvonne being used by the other teams yet. At least
Definitely
not
a
to my
very
knowledge.
niche pick that has to have a lot of practice on it, and only 2 teams have elected to practice on it. But it is valuable to do so because you're able to spread it out. Again, Fearless Draft is such an amazing format, and this is the reason why.
And there we go. I think Lin is trying to get into Meigi's mind, seeing that, hey, you cleared it in 424. Look at how fast I cleared it. 403.
Wow.
Just flexing.
Just playing those mind games, just getting in their heads.
I believe this is the ABB part of it here. It'll be Lin with a second attempt. We'll have to see.
So
Zhang
the rest of
Feng
the
Yi
run
team in the books.
is going
with
to
Pikachu.
be under Lin Zero's hands here.
Let's see how
But
Lin does.
saying that, this is also the other team's final attempt. And then they need to turn over to Lin Zero or to Wang and talk.
Yep. So we'll have to see how they are able to do in the face of this. But Zhang Fengyi at risk 52 is one of the very doable runs that we've seen throughout round 1. So we'll have to see. It's definitely the Alesh variant over the Gilberta variant. Makes a lot of sense. It does a lot of work as we've seen throughout the other runs. Already bringing this Sting down to half health. No need to worry about CCing it because it's already dead.
The
There we go.
Alesh
Very
variant is
efficient.
especially useful for the extra SP generation since you're going to be spamming battle skills with Zhongfangyi.
It
There we
really
go. In the
allows for
first
a lot
wave-
of sword generation.
In the first wave, finally, Zhuang already has 9 stacks of Thunderblade. Very good.
Yeah, I think that's the first time we've seen someone actually get all 9 stacks in just one wave.
It is pretty absurd. Able to get the battle skill up and running to instantly clear the first wave. Is going to already move on to the second wave of ads of wave 2. Going to go ahead and group them all together, try and get another Zhang Fengyi cast to deal with them all. Thankfully, the Alesh and Arc-Light combo are generating a ton of SP, but they don't even need to cast anything. They're just already clearing all through the health bars.
Fang Yi having 9 stacks of Thunderblade is gonna help snowball this stage.
Oh yeah.
Pre-jacking the Zhuang Fengyi ult, getting ready to deal with the Tidewalker, Aleshold as well, trying to kill the Prism at the same time. It gets caught in the AoE, and there it goes. That's another Arc Light cast. That's another Zhongfeng Yi cast. And Perlica for good measure with the stanza to get more damage amp. And there goes the mini-boss of Wave 2. It's only 3 minutes and 20 seconds.
Those
I
are
can now
some
see
really
why he
fast
cleared
waves.
it in 4:04. This is really fast.
Like, this is such a good team comp. We're going to go ahead and move on to Wave 3. Here comes the Alpha Rams. Got to make sure they get grouped up together. And if they do, Zhuangfeng Yi is really good at chewing through them.
And looks like the mobs are gonna do just that. They're gonna be bunching up together.
Gets clipped at the there. Oh, takes another hit as well. But it should be okay. We have a lot of HP to work with. HP is a resource. So it should be fine. Able to get both the Rams to half HP. It's up to generating SP, though. If you look at the SP bar, it's locked. Gets the final strike and is able to generate again. You have to be able to cast for another Zhuangfeng Yi. It's a little bit of a time loss because of that. But they split off apart as well. They are not grouped up.
Yeah, he had a really good start to this run, to this particular set, but they are coming back.
Thankfully, they are back together, but they are desynced, so hopefully we're able to make up for time. 2 minutes on the clock. Honestly, a lot of time to make... Like, it should be fine, even if they're not grouped up and are not killed pretty quickly.
Also, aside from keeping the Thunderblade stacks at max stacks, one crucial part of this team is also keeping Perlica alive for that electrification.
Yeah,
For
the-
Zhuangfeng Yi
Yes.
to shine.
You
It
lose
is a
that and you
ton of
lose
damage.
everything about the team at that point.
Already
that.
nearly one-shotting the effigy, already getting the Pearl Gold, but gets caught in the grab, but jumps away and gets killed before any damage can happen. That's a Wave 3 instantly
Ooh.
cleared, and we're going to move on to Wave 4.
That's got to be that's I think the fastest effigy kill I've seen so far.
Yeah, that one just got deleted.
Pretty much going to go ahead and get started on the Alpha Sting and Alpha Ram. These are the way bulkier parts of it, more bulky than the Tidewalker itself. So if we get through this, and we are getting through it rather quickly, already less than half health on the Sting, then it should be a cinch of a run. We'll have to see. Trying to generate more SP, definitely the biggest issue. That's why Arc Light Alesh is so good. Getting more combo skills up running, and the Sting is gone. Focusing on the Ram now.
The Ram did just run around without having a care in the world.
Yep.
Refused to
Quite
get hit by
unfortunate of
anything.
that run.
But ultimately, the Sting is definitely your priority target since it does the ranged attack, so it can catch you unawares.
It definitely
Yeah,
is
so-
most of the damage in this round.
Based off his previous run, I think at this point he would have been finished already. So I think this is almost on par to Megi's timing here.
All that matters is a clear pops everything. The Zhuangfeng Yi ult was pre-jacked, is already bursting through a lot of battle skills, especially from the Zhuangfeng Yi, taking the title class to half health. Getting the shield is already starting to generate, but you can deal more damage while it's locking itself down. It's only at a quarter up with the HP shield, and it doesn't even matter. That is the risk 52 clear.
He was extremely good at maintaining that electrification on that final title class there.
10
Perfect
seconds
sequencing.
more than Megi's team time, by the way. So that's also 30 seconds slower than the run he showed us previously before he started.
And that's what RNG can do to you sometimes if the enemies choose to not go in the direction you want them to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the major time loss there was definitely the Ram splitting off during the Wave 3.
Yep.
But Lin showing that he's an absolute beast at the game.
Either way, still quite a monumental task given to the other team, and just in time because this is their final. This is their second attempt of their turn. So the next team, they're gonna have to really try to break this record, either by having a faster time at the same amount of risk, or just adding one more risk and then setting up a new time.
If they were
Let's see, it
to
is-
do one more risk, I'd be extremely curious which one they would choose, because anything after 52, you have to really struggle for it.
Yeah.
I'm taking a look at the stats of Tuck and Tu Wang. In the round 1, their best time was risk 51. With an Estella Lavitane Tong Tong Wolfguard team. So we actually have to burst through better than they've ever done before for this one.
There's only one one player in the qualifiers that actually did risk 53, but even then it was down to the wire with 8 seconds
Yeah,
remaining.
real tough. So we'll have to
They
see
did-
how this goes.
They did 53 and 452. All right, let's skip through.
So far,
No risk 54s, by the way.
Yeah, on the 52s, what I've seen is they either usually take less time or less health. In this case, I guess it was one of each.
Yeah,
Um,
balancing it out.
if they were to go
And this one,
53, they'd probably do overall. They'd probably choose time mainly.
yeah. So for this run, I think this is Talk Now, not to Wang. They opted for risk 2 with timer, so that means 6 minutes and 40 seconds to work with, and also 100% HP with the risk 2 HP risk.
Taking a look at the weapon choices, everything seems rather normal. Stanza on the Antal, both prefs on Lavitate and Camille. I didn't catch Ardelia's, but I assume it's pref. Gonna be an Antal primary, okay.
We've
All
seen
right,
the
this is a
same.
classical Lavitain team. Gonna go ahead and open with the Lavitain skill plus the Camille skill. Already eating all through the SP bars, but yep, okay, there's most of the SP generation is from these final strikes on the first wave. That's typically how it goes with the sequencing of this one. Gonna go ahead and instantly get to the next wave here. Trying to deal with the Sting. Has to get a lot of buffs active for this Lavitain to get work. Getting the Corrosion splash down instantly. Thankfully, it's really easy with the Ardelia battle skill.
Yeah, I was about to say, we've seen the same lineup of characters during Thomas' run, but unfortunately, not quite a successful run. So it's gonna be interesting to see if this one shares the same fate or excels.
Yeah, it does feel like the standard Lavitain comp seems a little difficult to pilot sometimes. This is not its combustion version where you're not using the Lavitain ult. You are just throwing it out whenever you can to drive as much damage as possible. And the Sting is already below half health, trying to get the Link active right there, the Antal ult active right there to try and get more damage amp onto the Lavitain cast. And it brings down the Sting. I'm sorry about the quality, everybody. Unfortunately, that's a VOD.
That's also one of our major enemies in here.
Yep.
Ansel is frozen in the
Puddle.
Fudo.
He did activate a battle skill just to get out of that, so right choice
It
there.
is a bit of an SP loss, but you're already max SP anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah. Camille over here just
Alright.
providing tons of SP.
And
Right.
Link.
And the link. The link on the battle skills are actually helping a lot more than I think people give them credit for.
It is kind of a disturbing multiplier, especially for like the major hits. Like you would see Link a lot in the Rossi Mifu comp, and you could see it in full display when Mifu just does 3 times the amount of HP that the enemy even has
Yep.
with the World Breaker. So this Link is quite good.
Oh, that
I-
finisher for the immunity there. Perfect timing.
So
Alright,
even
going
though
ahead to
these
immediately spawn
guys,
wave 2.
even though
The
these guys opted
Headwalker.
for a risk 2 timer, they still need to clear this stage with more than 1 minute and 6 seconds remaining.
Oh,
On the
this looks
timer,
scary.
so
About to take a hit here if you don't jump. Is
Ooh.
not able to get out of it. Takes a lot of the HP, only 1,600 left. You just have to clear through this and you can top up with Ardelia ult. But the whittle down means that you don't have that much HP to play with anymore. Only 5k if you're able to get through it.
That is at least the benefit of having Ardelia with you, though, is you can take a free hit.
That's true. It's a lot safer to do it this way. Just can't touch those sheep in the moment. Otherwise, the risk is going to bite you in the butt. Has
Yep.
to dodge your own projectiles right there. Has to dodge that laser. 777 HP. Is it your
Ooh, no.
lucky day?
Oh, the
No, it
laser,
isn't.
though.
I think you took a chip right there. And Antal is down.
so much for clearing this with 1 minute 6 seconds remaining. I think this run is already over.
It
Yep.
is. Unfortunately, Lavitain is currently the controlled operator, so you are bound to get solidified, and you were solidified the whole time. Just got one shot by that Tide Walker. I think this
Yep.
run is curtains.
A single mess up is enough to completely destroy a run, and that's what we just saw.
And we saw that he was at good pace, actually, so it's just really unfortunate. Something I want to bring up statistics-wise, if you look at all the fastest clears, it's all Zhang Fengyi, it's all the Wolfguard Estella. There are 0 standard Lavitain fastest clears throughout the entire tournament so far.
Yep. The unfortunate thing with Levitain is she relies heavily on corrosion to actually get her damage up, and right now there's not a lot of teams that actually can stack large corrosion numbers.
Yup. Maybe things change with a certain arcane, but we'll have to see in the future with the next contingency contract. But for now, we're going to move on to the final run of Team Talkin' To Wong.
think Talk is still going with the same risk, but with a different team this time around.
We'll have to see. If they're gonna keep the, I guess it depends on what the cleanse is, right?
Yeah, it's gonna that's one thing they need to change for sure. Let's just hope they don't forget it. Unlike what Kyostin did.
Everyone was traumatized by Kyo in that moment, and no one's done it since.
So they did just pick double health, if I understand correctly.
They just did another preset right there.
Oh,
All
okay.
right, let's see. Which I
that-
couldn't tell what.
That was definitely
That
still
was-
double health that was active.
Oh damn.
No, they opted for risk 2 of timer and then risk 3 of HP. So
Yep.
enemies now have 200% HP.
Real bulky. Not exactly conducive to a fast clear, but we'll have to see. Takes physical.
And a physical there. So
No
I think
Camille has
very,
to be standard Mifu, I believe. So Chen,
standard
Paganich, Nick
Mifu.
+1.
with Rossi, I think.
The issue with Rossi is that you can't use Camille, so you have to use someone else over the Camille because of Fearless Draft. That means no link for your Mifu, so we'll have to see what they opt in for. I could see Snowshine maybe.
I mean, if they wanted
else would
Link,
be a
they
good choice there?
could do Li Fang.
Li
haven't-
Fang as well, you're right.
I haven't
We've
seen any
seen
Li Fang though
a
myself.
few Li Fang runs on round 1.
Okay.
I'm not sure if any of them cleared, to be honest. I don't remember.
Li Fang can stack up Vuln stacks pretty quickly if you are getting his ult out very consistently. But then you're using the Link on him a lot of the time, and that's not usually what
Right.
you want to do with Mifu.
Okay,
And
going
the
for the
conditions-
Wolfguard variant, Wolfguard Gilberta, those are the two major heavy hitters of Fearless Draft. Did not use them throughout the entirety of this entire round, so you're kind of banking it all on this.
There's a pretty much a standard deal arts infliction and then convert it with Rossi team.
Yep.
Pretty much. I would say that the modern version, I feel like, uses Camille because of Link
Yes.
over the Wolfguard, but Wolfguard is definitely the OG version of it.
Well, and Wolfguard's ability to force with his ultimate force a combustion does mean you get some extra tick damage out there.
Makes a lot of sense. So let's go ahead and see. Uses the Rossi one immediately in order to, I assume, sequence the solidification in order to get the correct order. I don't know why else you would do that.
He's just letting
Alright,
the
Bro,
tick
you're
damage.
gonna
do
have-
his
They're
thing.
gonna let this die. Good job pulling away those rams away so that the center area is clean of pools.
Goes ahead and gathers everything thanks to the Gilberta. Arts Infliction for the Rossi. You can't. Oh, you decide to click the Gilberta thing, but there's a CC health. Deciding to eat through the healing regardless. But the Sting is still full health because of that, but is able to take care of all the ads. Has to be a little bit careful with using that combo skill because this Sting is still full health.
Yep. But that
That's
does
easy.
allow him to get the 3 Vuln stacks, which means that Gilberta's ultimate is going to be at a much higher potential.
I was gonna
Makes
say
a
they're
lot of
waiting
sense.
for the Sting to be staggered in order to deal much damage with the. Oh, quite the waste there using World Splitter.
Yeah, unfortunate waste there, but I will say it is generally a good strategy to, yes, accept the healing on the CC risk when dealing with these big enemies, because Mifu's going to one-shot them anyways, whether they have full health or half health, as long as you have the vulnerability stack. So going ahead to deal with the second wave of ads, already making quick
These
work of
times
them.
are
Gonna
gonna die
just
to
burn them down,
combustion.
drag them to the side.
Unfortunately, it does not follow them. Unfortunately,
Yeah, it kind of got stuck on the teammates there, unfortunately. Thankfully, these ads group themselves this time around. Gonna go
And
ahead
this
and get
one,
a lot
I
of the combo
assume
skills
they're
off.
gonna let it die from combustion. Yep.
It's not the biggest deal for the puddle to be in the middle. It's just slightly annoying because you're playing a ranged character. Opens with the Wolfguard ult, getting the combustion down. Gilberta ultimate to get the damage amp. Trying to just holding the Rossi ult the entire game, likely for the title class. So we'll have to see. Gilberta ult right here. Rossi. I think the main DPS until we get to that boss will be this Mifu. 2 vulnerability stacks active on the Tidewalker.
He did accidentally mess up that particular Rossi combo skill. He did not get the double.
Unfortunate, but it shouldn't matter. It was quick work anyways. This Mifu does so much damage.
And also throughout this entire run, you're gonna see everyone else cast their ult but Rossi because with the risk of the ults not dealing any more damage once you cast it for the very first time, that's gonna be a
Right.
problem.
So you can't use the Rossi ult at all until the very end. That makes a lot of sense. Group the ramps by standing in the corner. This is one of the more standard strats to deal with this wave. And they are alpha ramps, so you're allowed to go wild with all of your
Very
skills.
good
The lift
grouping
doesn't
there.
matter.
Yep. He is going to have to hold off on using Mifu, though, because he used the ultimate, which means her damage is going to be reduced by 90%.
Yep, so has to wait for like 10 seconds for all this to go through because you inflicted a vulnerability stack. Gets half health on this Alpha Ram. Has those... Is that World Breaker, World Splitter? I'm thinking of
World
Aatrox
Splitter,
from
yep.
League of Legends. Regardless, Gilberto ult to get the damage up and is going to do a lot of burst damage right here. Mifu, okay, not a one-shot. They're still both alive. And the HPs are staggered, unfortunately, so it is a time loss in and of itself. Gets the Rossi combo skill. Misses the timing, but that's okay.
This is
Choosing
really
not to
bad.
use it.
The other Ram is about to die, but this one is still basically at full health.
Yep,
Not
gotta
what
focus
you
the big
want.
one in order to maintain time.
Oh, and unfortunately,
Ooh.
the other Ram did not get hit by Wolfgar's combo skill there.
Yeah, these Rams
a bit
are
of a chip as
choosing
well.
to be absolute jerks to him.
Yeah, this is a pretty tough wave. Like the damage is there. It's just I don't know. We got to be cognizant of the timing. 3 minutes left on the clock. It was really good pace initially. Now we are starting to get a little bit scared here. Gilberto ult for the damage
There
amp.
goes the damage amp.
Combo skills are going. They're ticking. They're chugging. Trying to get Mifu ready with the vulnerability stacks.
All right,
One's down. Nope.
the
all of them
Rams are
okay.
done. Yep. Effigy time. You
Just
really
starting
have to
right
hold
off of that combustion.
Effigy decides to grab a teammate, thankfully. Don't need to worry about that. Mifu with the ult, which means you have to wait 10 seconds before casting a Mifu again.
Ooh, good dodge.
Okay.
Rossi's
Try to
skill
get it.
unfortunately just missed as because he casted it as the effigy was moving away.
Yeah, SP is definitely an issue there. Was locked up because of that risk that stops SP generation, but is able to get a final strike in. Takes a bit of chip as well right there off the laser, but it should be fine. 2 minutes left on the clock. It's still definitely doable. Gilbert ult for the damage amp. Trying to see if we could get more physical vulnerability on for the Mifu. Unfortunately, these inflictions feel really tough right now.
Yeah, it's not doing as much damage as I
Ooh.
think would have expected.
2 vulnerability stacks. Let's see if we could go even higher. Gotta dodge these big orbs. Okay, back to it. 1 minute 30 on the clock. Now this timing is real bad news, Bears. Gets one more vulnerability. Maybe we can make Mifu make quick work of this now. Got the Shatterer. There you go.
Yep. But now he has only
1
a
minute,
minute, 15 seconds.
Yeah,
Has to eat
and he still
through the
has
Alpha Sting in the
he
Ram.
still has Ross's ult though, so it might not be too bad here. For
Yeah,
them.
theoretically, the ult or the title class will take like 5 seconds because of the Rossi ult. So you just have to clear these in time for the damn thing to spawn.
Unfortunately, the melee Ram has other plans.
Yeah,
Yup.
he wants to come behind. He doesn't want to group up.
Real tough. Dodges that with a good dive attack. Has to get more damage out real quickly. The Stinger is not even in that precarious position, though it does have 2 vulnerability stacks, thankfully. 3 now, so maybe Mifu can get up and running. Gilberta damage, you have to try and get some burst down. Here it comes. I believe you're going to activate Gilberta now. Oh, that was some healing.
He needs to build up ult again if he wants to have a chance of one-shotting that title class with Rossi.
He
We
is
need that Gilberta
struggling to
ult.
get enough SP to actually use these battle skills that would allow him to get those Vuln stacks going. Oh,
Yeah.
And
Oh,
Wolfguard's
take
down.
major hit.
Wolfguard
Wolfguard
goes
is down.
That's fine. We just need Rossi for this one.
But I don't know if it's time for the timer. Okay, 10 seconds. Can this Rossi ult get the job done? Gilberta ult for
Alright,
the damage.
Gilberta
amp,
ult
and the Rossi ult
and
for the
Rossi.
single target. Here
He's
it
only got 2
goes.
seconds.
Oh, not enough damage. No.
Nope.
Wasn't enough.
Those animations actually took too long. They consumed about 5 seconds worth of time.
Yep, they
Yeah.
did. Unfortunate. So you need time to deal the damage and time for the animations to go off, unfortunately. And there
So
you
that
go.
means we automatically know that the winners of this bracket is Lin and Blue Jay.
Yep, talking
Good
too
effort
long. Weren't able to
from
get it
Talking
clear.
Tuang. Good effort
So
from
it's-
them though. Very
This is a unfortunate scenario where they actively lost due to just bad AI on the enemies. The enemies chose to target the wrong things. They chose to go in different directions, and that screwed them.
Little unfortunate. Definitely a good showing though, as they did as much as they could. But congrats to Lin and Blue Jay for moving on to the semis.
We're gonna
All
be
right.
moving past to this group here because we haven't really seen their match. So this is actually our first time seeing their match.
While you set this up, I'm gonna use the bathroom. BRB.
All right.
Yeah, so these are the ones that you guys skipped previously, right?
Yep. I think we are playing Wuwa at the moment. I think it's right at the end. There we go. Zach087 and Lonely Cat. I really like Sweetly's POV because we have this very convenient board here where we can track the players. Togahara Jin.
He definitely seems
Does
to
it
have
actually
put in
say?
more work than some of the other casters on actually having it be readable.
Yeah. Well, Genazet did try. Unfortunately, he didn't really use it on screen, more like off screen for him.
Ah,
I'm gonna actually mute this. So Zach087. Okay. It's my first time seeing him actually, so it's gonna be interesting. So
curious to see what his team count is.
Spanish. Okay.
All right, I'm back.
Immediately goes for Tremor immediately.
He's gonna start with a risk 3.
Just to get it clear, you know.
I mean,
Low key, some of these runs they just get like a risk.
yeah,
a risk
to
20
be fair,
clear.
that doesn't seem to be a awful idea. If like someone else is going for a really high risk and they just fail, then you win by default at that point.
That's true. Or you could do the Kyo and do an Enman solo for their first run.
Wait, what?
That was pretty bold of Kyo, to be
Is that
honest.
what
Yeah.
Kyo did?
That's what Kyo did. Round 1, solo Edmund. Round 3, pick the wrong risk.
Is he actually going in this with risk 3? No.
I can't
Don't tell
imagine.
me.
No, he
It
is.
would be a funny strat. All right.
What the fuck?
We're going in with a risk 3. All right.
Let's use this as a showcase as to how easy this game is when you're not in risk 50.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at all
risk
this
3
damage.
physical comp. So he's giving up the a lot of the core physical. Actually, no, because there's no Rossi, no Mifu, so he's not really giving up too much for the key physical players.
I think this guy just wants to reach the semifinals or the quarterfinals just to get like a placement reward.
I
A
mean,
clear is a clear is a clear at the end of the day.
At the end of
And
the
I've
day.
always said that.
Honestly, this doesn't seem like an awful strat, though. Again, like with the number of times we've seen RNG mess people up and people struggle to get those final clears, just getting something down at all seems like a pretty decent idea.
I could definitely see that. Just going ahead and clearly clearing everything away. Not much resistance here, and for good reason. They don't have health, they don't have damage.
Yeah, you guys go crazy with this casting here. Play by play. Go on ahead, Ramen.
Yeah, about all that. Oh, look, all this the cast. The title walker is down. So much happened right there. Good.
So much
Anchor strat,
intensity in
though.
this match.
Man, it's pretty incredible that he's able to heal up from full health every time.
Wow, and no healers on the team either. That is just it must be a mechanical savant or something. I don't know.
Did that crush just deal 185k? What the fuck?
That's Enman. That's risk 3. A lot of things here.
Inman's Originium crystals actually do quite a bit of work. I'm actually surprised we haven't seen Inman show up in higher risk clears because they can do a lot.
Well, they did, but they never really succeeded with Kyo, Solo, Enmin.
Yeah, but that's
the
solo.
only Edmund we've seen the whole time. Solo Edmund. Until now.
I think Mifu legitimately, if there was no Mifu, we'd probably be seeing more Inman clears.
For sure. Let's see here. Going ahead to wait for the next wave. Really not much to it. It's not even an alpha sting, by the way, so it's not even gonna have as much health as usual. There it
Yeah, and
goes.
on this run, you can get hit as much as you want as long as you don't
Yeah,
die.
you get topped up at the end anyway, so who cares? Hello, title class. Let's see how fast you melt. Ooh,
It's half health.
half health
with,
from just channels, by the way.
Yep. He's not even going to need any other ults. He's just going to
Yep.
wipe him out.
That's an anchor
Right.
clear.
Gafiato
Quite a fast
completio.
run. Quite a
Look at
fast
that
run
Cam
at
wiping the
risk-free.
sweat off the brow. You know you need it. It was so risky right there. You know what I mean?
Quite a challenge he
Hey,
set here. For
2
the
minutes
enemy
and 30
team.
seconds. That's the fastest clear we've seen yet.
Oh, Lee, what a beast!
Alright, we might seem like we're hating, but we're just really flabbergasted with this.
No, it's legitimately a fine strat. I just think it's funny to rag on.
Yeah, we got to see what Jin's going to do, because Jin now could choose to just go straight to the top risk and maybe risk
And they're
losing.
forced.
Yeah, or
They're forced to go up now.
yeah, but Jin could also just go, hey, we're just going to do one up, and we're just going to make this a slow roll up
Risk
to the top.
4!
Yeah.
Let's go risk 4!
That's completely viable. They could choose to do it.
I definitely wouldn't suggest it because you do want to put some pressure on the enemy. I can understand it being the first clear, but now there's a clear in the book, so you do have to actually make something happen. So we'll have to
Correct,
see.
yeah. And then that's the thing. That's the worry, is if they go, hey, we're gonna go straight to risk 52, that's when they are like, you might risk pun not intended, you might risk failing to actually get anything on the board at all.
Yeah, I've been scared of saying the word risk this entire time because it's a little there's a lot of synonyms here.
Yeah.
All right. So risk 45 it looks like is the opener. You don't have to go too hard into the risk 50 paint because your opponent started with risk 3.
Quite a hurdle that you need to overcome there.
No HP taken. I can't quite see anything else. Deciding to stay risk 45. Oh,
Yeah, so we have a timer risk, and we can't really see much. And unfortunately, just like the Chinese one, I don't also speak Japanese, so we can't really
so we'll
tell.
have to see.
Oh,
Probably generally standard. I assume no CC one if you're taking Chen. That's why you're risk 45. So you can deal some CC. I assume you'll be able to rush probably won't be active, and I also assume that the vulnerability stacking one won't be active, where you'll be able to do multiple at the same time.
Chen with a Rossi weapon, actually. And is that Chimeric Justice on Estella?
That it is, I think.
I actually don't remember what that weapon does.
Thank you for the follow, Sheik Group.
Me neither, but the look is... Oh, there we go. We can see here. So we have... Go back a bit. Let's pause. There's no frame by frame. Oh, okay. We have... Is that with... Is that's whittled down, right? This one over here.
Let's see. That's the
Oh
basic
no,
attack one.
this is whittled down, and
Yeah.
this is the when you heal.
The healing one.
Yeah,
Some right,
heal
no
it.
They didn't
rush.
go with
they
the
did take the
pool.
CC one. They took the CC one.
Yeah, the only thing they didn't take from this side is the damage pool. This one, the mud.
To be fair,
So
yeah,
it's-
that gives them a lot more flexibility in spacing.
Critically, rush is not active, so you're able to just one-shot everything with Mifu as necessary. So we'll see.
Oh my god! I just see in the bottom left, Togahara, don't pull the Q.
So Chimeric Justice, that
Really?
gives critical rate, ultimate gain efficiency, and vulnerability damage bonuses.
Ooh, pretty much in line with all these vulnerability teams. Not caring about the healing because you're going to one-shot it with Mifu anyways, and that's the point of taking the CC risk, going for a higher risk number, because Mifu is kind of the beast.
Also, this Estella has 16k HP, so it can tank
Real
quite a lot.
bulky.
Oh,
Ooh, one-shots the Sting with the World Splitter.
What was that
don't
slow
have to worry
animation of the sword going up with Estella? I've never seen that before.
I'm not sure.
Here we go. The mods. The
Sees,
slimes.
drags them together with the Mifu S1 and instantly clears that off, using the Pogranichnikel to generate some SP and to group them all together, except nothing else spawns, so it's just the one.
That's
And it's
unlucky.
also facing the wrong direction if he wanted to group people together.
Yeah. That's okay.
To be fair, he doesn't exactly have much worry about time in this particular with this level of risk.
Oh yeah, I forgot. This guy is actually setting the bar for the enemy.
Yep.
Yep. Risk for they're going blow for blow. This is an interesting thing going on here between the two teams that I don't think we've ever seen in any other round.
Here we go. Alpha Rams that cannot be CC'd now.
Pretty much the first time we're gonna see this for this battle. Okay, already have health.
World Splitter is active.
There it is.
Ooh, and he got both of
hits
them.
the other one. There
Nice
you go. Now you
timing
gotta go
there.
through the effigy. Pogranichnikel to start generating some SP. Trying to get more vulnerability stacks onto it as you prep for the Mifu. Takes a little bit of a tag there on the Estella, but that should be okay. He's able to get out of that.
He just needs SP now for that Mifu cast.
Yep. And there is the
I
damage
think they're
that you
saving the
needed.
World Splitter for the next wave. Very
Yep.
good choice.
Boom. Just basic attack it down, get those other ults that are not that important out of the way.
Luckily, Wolf
now-
can be
Rams are
held
gonna
onto for
die.
a full 15 seconds, so he's got time.
Cast it now. Didn't
Doesn't
cast.
seem to
He-
have it.
Maybe he held onto it for too long.
It might have timed out. I'm not 100% sure. It did take a little while to actually kill the thing afterwards.
True. It
There
didn't
we
die
go.
right away.
There it is. All right, the Tidewalker.
These
the title
Pog
class is
ultimates are
Pogranichnikel
helping so
opener.
much.
Setting up all the vulnerability stacks to set up for this Mifu. Dodging that out with the Estella, but Estella has so much HP, it doesn't even matter if you get hit truthfully. Getting out of the way of the title class attacks. We'll say it's taking a little while, but you do have 2 minutes on the clock. Just got to get one more vulnerability stacks for the full 4 for the Mifu damage. And there it
Oh
is. That's a
my
one
God.
shot. That is a
Woo!
25 player in the books.
Holy.
Get that replay there.
There we go. Yeah, here we go. Mifu is now charging. What the fuck?
That's so funny.
Frame
One
one.
shot.
That's Mifu at work.
He didn't even need the he didn't even absorb
World
the vulnerability.
Splitter.
He just took it.
Yeah. All right, so this is actually a proper run now because the other team. Oh wait, no, they still can. They still have the chance to go up.
Yeah,
You
Really?
could
It's still
go.
their
You could even
turn.
do risk. Now
Yeah,
you
like
just go for the risk 52s or whatever.
there's still plenty of flexibility here. They don't even need to go to risk 50 right away.
Yeah. But
The
if
issue
I were
is,
them,
if
I
you
wouldn't play with my food. I would cement my standings now and then. But yeah, go ahead, Ramen.
The issue is that if you decide to just barely go up, like let's say do risk 47 or whatever, you only have one attempt left to break the risk 52 wall. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So you do have to be a little careful about just going up marginally every single time.
Yeah, but at the same time, the other team now has 2 chances to beat Risk 45, and hopefully they do beat it because otherwise they're gonna be known as the team that only cleared Risk 3.
All right, next up we should see Lonely Cat try it out. As we see here, a lot of the physical pieces are gone. Thank you to the caster for this UI. Still the best thing I've ever seen.
Yep, Swiftly the best.
The best who ever did it.
Alright,
As
so
someone
let's
who has
see-
not listened to a single word casted from any of the casters because we're doing this, Sudali is by far the
52.
best caster of them all because of that UI. Thank you so much.
So they're going straight
Quite
to
a
52
jump.
here.
Yeah, and this time we're taking 5 minutes of time, level 1 or Risk 1 of the HP, and I assume everything else on the right side. Yep.
Yep.
I wouldn't even hate dropping it down to risk 51 to make it a little safer, but that's fine. 52 is a good baseline to go for because that is a lot of the fastest clears. On
Yep.
round 2 or round 1, it was either risk 51 or risk 52 were the highest clears. I think
And-
there was 153
And this forces a
And they-
ton of pressure on their opponent.
for
And
sure.
they still have the meta team available with Zhuang Fangyi, which, as you said, is the most successful team
to be able to clear high risk
And
content
that
here.
does seem to be what they're going for.
It's a combo of that and the Estella Wolfguard team electing into the Zhuangfeng Yi, trying to get a fast clear here. Looks like not Wild Wander on the Perlica. Instead, that's Oblivion, I think.
That
No, that's
does...
chivalric values.
Chivalric.
Oh,
Chivalric
yeah, yeah.
virtues.
Interesting choice, interesting choice. We'll have to see.
So Perlica will have to deal DPS while also supporting
I actually have to
electrification
look
for
up what
Fanyi.
chivalric does. I do not remember.
Well, I can't really alt tab on my screen since we're watching. Someone
treat-
do the research.
Yeah, I'm doing it. Treatment efficiency up, and after the wielder provides HP treatment, the team gains attack bonuses. That's a very strange choice for Perlica since she doesn't actually
Strange
provide any
indeed.
healing.
What's the essences? What's the third essence?
Medicant. But that is what it does. It's the treatment efficiency. Otherwise,
I ain't
it's
got
just
no
a
fucking
wielder
clue
with max
then.
HP. He may just be going for the max HP bonus because it does provide a 78% HP bonus.
All right, full bulk, then deciding not to go into any supportive stats for like attack or anything. No Wild Wanderer, no nothing. Well, that's all good. Makes a lot of sense to make a big bulky wall.
It is
opening
almost
with the Alesh.
16k HP.
60k is crazy. Using the Arc Light combo skill to immediately delete the first wave. Trying to drop down 3 swords off the rip. Now trying to group everything up together in this wave 1 to deal with the sting.
Unfortunately, we can't really tell how many stacks Fang Yi is because it just so happens that Fang Yi is placed right where the VTuber model is.
Thankfully, it looks like we can see 4 swords, so you're already starting to stack this up.
5.
Yeah,
A
we
few
have
more
7
swords
now.
are there
We
now.
have 8 stacks now. 8 stacks.
8, okay.
Just one more and Fang Yi is at max. There we go. That's max now.
That should be maxed out. All ready for the next wave to try and one-shot what's coming next. Just have to deal
Very
with this final
fast.
thing.
Sub-minute
go.
to clear wave 1.
That's not bad.
Yeah, a really fast time, to be honest. So 4 minutes on wave 2, has the full 4 minutes. Gonna instantly chew through this wave 1 with a combo skill. That's Arc Light at work. Honestly, I think that's Rossi's weapon again. I didn't fully check when we were in match
Yeah,
select.
it's Rossi's weapon.
Yep, that's the point in teching that in over just a thermite cutter or anything like that. It's to tech into some of Arclight's damage. Gonna go ahead and instantly spawn the Tidewalker once you clear this. Trying to get rid of the Prism. Gonna get the Zhuangfeng Yi damage up and running. There's the ult pre-jacked right there, and there goes the Prism. It's already gone. Alesh ult on the backside. Trying to deal as much damage as possible. Already half health on the Tidewalker. Takes a little bit of chip there, but that's okay because this thing is gone. Actually, it's not doing much damage at all. Did they not take that risk?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's
Yeah,
not.
it doesn't look like it.
Even Perlica having like a 16k HP, he only lost 4k, so
That's
it's
crazy.
still quite a lot.
All right, now they're on wave 3 of the Alpha Rams with 3 minutes on the clock. That's really good timing. You're doing quite well on the time department.
This is the
pretty much
make
on
and
pace.
break on every run. You really want them to stack it together as much as you can.
Yup,
It looks
and
like
they
they're
are
doing
now
a good
grouped.
job on it, but who knows?
Pretty
Yeah.
much grouped together.
I'd be
Trying to
very
get Zhuangfeng
interested to
Yi ult.
see what gear Perlica actually had on because it's possible they're stacking agility to have more damage resistance too.
Oh, that could make a lot of sense because the damage numbers, truthfully, don't make any sense to me.
Yeah, her damage is extremely low compared to normal Perlicas, so this might just be they've decided to just use Perlica as a electric stacker and nothing
As a
more.
brick wall.
You say that, but Perlica just took a major hit and only is down to 5k HP.
That's true. Still has a lot of HP to work with, thankfully, and both Rams are almost gone. Now we're dealing with the Effigy, pre-jacking the Zhuangfeng Yi ult to get as much damage as possible. Swords in the field with the Alesh ult. Let's see how it goes. Already with the battle skill.
Ooh,
it jumps
it
out of the
dodged
last
out.
tick, but that's fine. It's already at half HP. Second Zhuangfeng Yi battle skill has the SP to keep going, and there goes the Effigy.
Yeah, that was 202k.
2
on that
minutes
last
going
hit.
into the final wave. Very good.
Pretty absurd damage right there. Kind of just waiting on the next wave to deal with the Sting and the Ram.
He
Hopefully,
will have
they group
Zhuangfeng Yi
up
going
together.
into this.
Pretty good,
Unfortunately,
pretty
he
good.
does need to work on building Zhuangfeng Yi's ult again if he wants to have a chance of deleting that title class as fast as he can.
True, true.
Choosing to
And
hold
Perlica
off on the
is
Perlica
now-
Zhuangfeng Yi.
Perlica is now critical as well, so
Yeah, 3,000.
he
We
is
talked
SP
big
locked
about
as
the
well.
brick wall. Now it's took another hit. Now we're at the cusp of
Yep.
being in danger.
At
I think
this point,
maybe
one or two more hits, and
winning
that's
the
it.
attack. Oh,
There-
Ooh,
oh
ooh,
my
one more.
God.
300 HP, you gotta be careful. You were making such good time, but now you can't deal with the Alpha Ram and Sting.
Things are going to slow down here as he has to start actually focusing on dodging.
Yeah.
Alright, getting as much damage as possible.
And Zhuang Fangyi is also losing stacks. As you can see, there's barely any swords on the field now.
Has to generate more SP to generate more swords. It's kind of an insane feedback loop that is slowing you down. Oh, it takes a major hit, 300 HP. Okay. The stagger bar is almost done on the Stinger.
Ooh,
Oh,
there's
the
Perlico.
Ram finishes him off, and that is the electrification gone.
The only other chance he has is he could use the ultimate on Arclight.
That's true, that's true. We're gonna have to be very wise about the Arclight
Ooh,
ultimate, but
those
it's
hits,
getting
though.
staggered over and over again by this Stinger. Already half HP. And solidification risk because it's on the Zhang Feng Yi.
This was going so well. Oh, and Zhuang Fengyi is dead. That is game.
Got sniped by the Stinger on the backside, and that is all she wrote. 14 seconds on the clock. There's not much to do there.
Yeah,
It
there's
was
no
going
damage
so
anymore.
well as well. 2 minutes remaining for the final wave. More than enough time to deal with the wave and the title class. But unfortunately, the constant hit that Perlica has been getting, slowly whittling her HP down, has been
Yep.
really problematic.
It was an extremely
since.
interesting setup, honestly. This further shows how diverse you can actually build characters in this game, but relying purely on just HP tanking only gets you so far.
Yeah.
Yep. Have to get some dodges in there, but it is a really impressive showing in the creativity of both weapon and gear choices. A lot of options to go. We'll have to see. I believe they have one more. This team has one more round now.
Yeah, I'd be
Yeah,
curious what's their
one more
last team.
chance. Oh no, yeah, this has and they have to change over to the next team.
Yep.
Oh,
Well,
right.
and the
That
next
was
team
Jin.
has a lot of flexibility now because they only have to beat Risk 45.
Yeah,
That's
so
true. That's true.
the final attempt, if the other team does beat the record there, they really need to try hard, and I mean really hard, because they only have one attempt left.
Maybe the play to go for a risk 51 clear and then a risk 52, just to be safe. But we'll see.
But
There's a lot of the critical pieces. If you look at Jin's side, they're kind of gone. The Estella's gone. The Zhuang Feng Yi team is gone. So now even the Combustion team is not even at full capacity without the Estella. So it's actually, you may be incentivized to play a little bit more safe.
yeah, I must say, Team 2 is at the mercy of Team 1 here.
Yeah. The Risk 3 with no major pieces lost was actually turned out to be extremely advantageous.
I agree. And now the ball is in Lonely Cat's court. Let's see how they do.
This reminds me of this strategy reminds me of the recent Le Mans that happened with Toyota pitting early. And with it proving to be a very good strat, they did win the 24 hours of Le Mans. But anyway, not enough of that.
Deciding
That's
to
a very-
open with risk 46, by the way, going one up on the risk 45, trying to keep it safe and clean. Looks like a Zhuang Feng Yi team, I think. Yes, it is. Perlica Zhuang Feng Yi. Alesh right there on the side, so it's that variant over the Gilberta. So we're going to try and keep it safe. We're trying to keep it clean. And probably go for a risk 46 clear, followed by a risk 51 or 52 clear.
We didn't get to see what risks they actually picked on this one, did we?
Yeah, they just skipped through immediately in game. But I'm getting distracted by this really cute chibis on the bottom running around.
They are incredibly cute, I will agree.
I thought about coding one of those, and I thought, I don't actually want to do that, but it sounds fun. Have HP on the Sting. Wave 1 is going by really
Ooh,
quickly.
the
Has
hit on-
infinite time on the clock, but takes a bit of damage.
He's got 12k on this particular Perlica, so not as much as the last team, but
Getting hit by pot shot after
Ooh.
pot shot. What's going on?
yeah, he is
I
Another
get hit by
major
that
hit.
too.
struggling to get out of these. Or maybe not
Maybe
even
risk
trying.
46. It may be more consistent and safe, but you still have to do the mechanics of the game and dodge all of that. So
Yeah, you still
we
don't have
gotta
any
be
healing.
a little bit more careful here. Finally beats through the Sting. Still has plenty of time on the clock and takes a bit of a puddle tick right there too.
I think risk 40 and onwards, it's really hard to have a healing mass. Yeah, as expected. There's no healing mass in this one.
Yeah, I agree. Kind of have to rely on playing pretty well. Thankfully, I feel like Wave 2, it's kind of easy to dodge everything, assuming you're on point with the Tidewalker itself. It's Wave 1 that you randomly get hit by a lot of chip for whatever reason.
Yeah,
Yeah, when it comes to wave 3 and 4, it's mostly giant enemies now, elite enemies that
Yeah,
you
and
can
then it's a lot
easily
easier to
either.
manage despite like taking one shots from them.
Yeah,
So we'll
wave
have to
1, it's
see.
because of those harpies that spawn those like
yeah.
tornado
The
You
attacks.
just
That
randomly get hit by everything.
the
All right, going
harpies and
through the second wave here
the
of the
ranged ground enemies.
yeah,
True, true, true. Getting rid of the little guys. I think once these ads are gone, they're trying to just group them all together, get rid of them all at once. Trying to generate more swords, by the way. I only see 3 on the field.
yeah. I was about to say this is a really poor attempt of building stacks for Fang Yi because I only see 5 swords
Yep.
right now.
Zhang Fengyi ult pre-jacked for this. Alesh ult ready and waiting for the Tidewalker. Already going to get as much damage as possible, but doesn't have the swords, but it's still already at half HP. Probably going to just burst through this in clean order. There you go.
Yep.
There we go.
He
It's
didn't have
made up, and now
electrification on the first one either.
Fang Yi is now at max stacks.
Oh my gosh. Prepped and ready and waiting for wave 2. Actually has enough Zhuang Fengyi ult to probably get one more battle skill in, assuming they're all grouped together, but misses critically the one that got closer to them. Oh, hits that one, but it doesn't hit the other one. They're not grouped together. That is a bit of a time loss, but that's not really a concern at risk 46 because you have 5 minutes on the clock still.
Yep.
This other ram is about to die, but the other one is at full HP. I think they're trying to. At this point I would focus on one and then just focus on another instead of dividing
Pretty
your attention
much.
now.
Most you could do is try and get them synced up in HP for them to group together later, but they all group together and now one is gone and now have to focus down the second one.
Yeah, plenty of time as well. 5 minutes still. I assume this guy only took the risk 1
It does
for the
appear so,
timer.
yeah.
Trying to keep it and play it safe. With these Leviathan accounts, risk 46 may not be as hard as you think, but you still have to be on top of things.
Yeah, the
So-
Proka is already down below half health, so it's he's going to have to actually put in some decent dodging work on this last wave.
Here we go. Proccing Zhuang Fengyi ult for the effigy.
Trying to get ready to one-shot it, get the Alesh ult on top of it as well. Trying to get the battle skill active. That's already a quarter to HP. That's already half HP on the effigy,
Oh.
but Perlica takes a big
Perlica's
hit.
down,
Perlica's down. And
That
that's a
massive
major
unfortunate
electrification.
timing on the solidification when the effigy was about to swing. Not to
And
mention
this
the
is
puddle
really
as well.
bad because the whole game plan was to get a risk 46 clear so that you could put pressure on their opponent and then they could move on to a risk 52 clear or a risk 51 clear to try and be safe. But if you're just going to lose out here on risk 46, then what's the point?
I'm gonna say though they can still pull this off. They just have to chip away at the Talil class really slow with the current state of Zhuang Fengyi without any source of electrification.
Ooh.
And
Unfortunately, takes a hit right there to make that a little bit more harder. Has 3 minutes 40 on the clock. Just has to get through this. It will be a battle of attrition from here on out. If they want to get a risk 46 clear at all, they don't have to get good time. They just have to get rid of him. So let's see. Arc-Light combo skill at the ready. It's physical.
And I'm gonna say as well, this guy has spent his time running around, which in
Rather
turn
than
would
jump
also
or-
cause
yeah.
the melee ram to keep pressuring him into a corner instead of dealing with the ranged sting.
So something that both teams have actually struggled with is
And
dodging.
the
Ah.
arclight goes down.
It's still doable, but this is going to be very
It's still
slow on
doable,
this last
yeah.
one. Something that both teams have struggled with, though, is those ranged scorpions. Those ranged attacks are harder to dodge if you jump around, and they are jumping a lot, which is actually causing them to get hit.
All right, Zhuang Fengyi ult popped, trying to get as much damage as possible along with the Alesh, but has no electrification. You're going to have to rely solo on Zhuang Fengyi, but that's still a ton of damage.
Yeah.
It's your own electrification that you're utilizing.
There we go.
Already
The
at half
shield is
HP
up.
with the shield up on the title class.
And luckily, she does provide her own electrification when she's in her ultimate.
So that is the timer you have to work on. Has to dodge all that, but only half duration left. Quarter duration now on the Zhuang
Running out of
Fengyi
time.
ult. You kind of still have to eat through this, but you do have 2 minutes and a half.
He's too far away for the
You're
final
missing
strike.
every attack, by the way. You're not generating any SP. You're too far away.
You can see this guy is actually really shaking his hand.
Has to jump over these. You have to be very careful with your HP. Your Zhuang Fengyi is extraordinarily
Still plenty of
squishy.
time, by the way, so no pressure here.
Yeah,
Just
no
play it
real
slow,
pressure.
Play it safe. But you do have to get value out of your attacks because there's only so much time you have. You haven't
this is the
generated
annoying.
SP in so long. You've missed another
Yeah,
final strike.
he is SP locked right now. He needs that final strike.
Okay, finally gets a final strike, and
Then that's the effect of not having any stacks of Thunderblade. That
yep.
battle skill on Fang Yi
Yeah.
just dealt minimal damage.
Yeah, all that running around caused all the Thunderblades to actually time out there.
And another thing is that we're not generating SP again. We missed several final strikes again. So we're actually not making good time. Only a minute and a half on the clock, and we've barely broken this down since the last Drunk Thing yield.
There's a
Oh,
point where
major
major
you
hit,
damage
only 400
there.
left on the Drunk Feng Yi. Has to dodge this.
And
Oh,
Fang
gets
Yi
tagged by
Fengyi's down.
DPS.
There's no way LS is clearing this, so I think it's time to call it here, bud.
Yep, that is the second attempt of risk 46 by this team. So we have one turn to go, and the question is, do you try and play it safe, quote unquote, to deal with risk 46, or do you go for a risk 51 or 52 to try and put even more pressure on your opponent, where everyone is, let's be honest, practice for risk 51, 52?
Yeah, no, both teams here actually have shown that they need to really pull ahead here going into these last two rounds. If they do not put enough pressure on the other team just gets a free win.
That's right. That's right. I will say that the game plan was really, really good. The execution was unfortunately not there. You had to, if you cleared this risk 46, you were in a really good position to just pressure your opponent. So we'll have to see what happens next. They still have one more chance. Who knows who they're gonna pick? I believe
They
it's
still have a
Lonely Cat.
combustion team available.
Yep.
Yeah,
They have
their
all the
options are
pieces
still
for the
there.
Wolfguard team, I believe.
Mifu 2 is available as well.
Yep.
So the question is, do you go for the risk 51 or do you stay at 46?
It's really hard to tell because we've seen the other team try 52 and they struggled. So I think if it were me, I think I'd go for at least 50 and call it there.
I think 51 would be probably the one to beat because you then force your opponent to be in risk 52, which they've shown they struggled with, rather than just 50. Because 51 is a marginally easier to deal with. Okay, actually going for a standard... Wait, please go back to that. Estella, yep, this is a combustion team. No Tong Tong, rather opting into the Gilberta. I didn't see the risk, let's see, from Zach.
Risk was only 46.
46.
Yeah.
So they are like locked in onto this on the assumption that their opponent is not going to be able to clear a risk 50, but this leaves their opponent open. They're allowed to just clear risk 47 now, and that's far more consistent.
Yep, there's a
that,
lot
that
of options
Wolfguard,
there.
That Wolfguard is spec'd into max arch intensity. Have you seen the chunk of damage that Combustion dealt?
Yeah, and that is the downside actually with running a Gilberta combustion setup is you usually will only have one stack of combustion rather than more than one. But if you're
Alright,
running
there we go.
all
Damage
in
on
arts
that
intensity,
sting.
then you're fine.
All burned down, and that's on to wave 2 with 7 minutes on the clock, but it is risk 46, meaning the timer is probably not that much of a factor. Once again, much like the last round, just got to clear wave 2 real quickly. Let's see how it
We still need
goes.
to do a final strike though for that SP. There we go.
There we go. Gilberta Nature Brock, that gets the Wolfguard, which gives the Lavitain and the Gilberta again, but holding on the Gilberta to get some burn on without the healing off the risk. There we go. Gilberta battle skill kind of early, I think, because that doesn't pull everything together.
Yeah, I
Little
was
bit of
about to
mixed
say
distribution.
he didn't really pull anyone on there.
All right, gets a Lavitain battle skill, and there you go. Doesn't particularly matter, not the biggest deal, but it is a misoptimization. Now we got to deal with the Prism and getting the Gilberta ult for the damage amp, and let's see how everything goes.
Yeah, that arts
does need to
intensity is
perform
doing
final
some
strike.
really
He's
Huge
actually
burst,
locked
and the
right
Prism is
now.
burning down. There goes the Tidewalker. It's already burning down to quarter HP. You only need a little bit more chip to go. Wolfguard to finish it off with the ultimate and Lavitain combo skill, and that's wave 2 in the books.
Going pretty smoothly so far. No major damage taken. Everyone looks healthy.
Yeah, I managed
here
to
we go.
avoid a lot of the bullshit random wave 1 chip. Thankfully.
Well, and not having to worry about any freezes since you're playing Estelle does mean you can play a lot more carelessly, I'll say. But
Yeah, your
not-
mental
that
stack
and
is
your-
definitely freed up a lot more when dealing with it without having to think about the solidification.
Yep.
All right, already bringing down the both Alpha Rams are already almost dead, and it's only been a little bit since this round started. Just got to get these combo skills up and running. Here's the Wolf Guard.
There we go.
There's
That
a
takes care of
Lavitane,
them.
holding it off for the effigy, but a fast clear. All right, all right.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, we're directly
Taking
in that
most of that
laser.
laser.
I think that's the first time we've seen such an insane laser gun
To
down.
take this down, you need at least level 3 combustion. There we go. That's
All right,
2
Gilbert ult for the
stacks.
damage amp. Already getting started
no,
on the
just
Wolfguard
2. Never
Lavitane
mind.
combo skills.
With the
Already
damage
quarter
up as well.
HP.
That's that effigy is dead.
Yep, there it goes. Burned down to death.
Does take a
Only-
bit of damage though.
Yep,
Well, as a
4,000 HP
sign of
remaining.
martyrdom from that effigy.
All right.
Oh, stream problems.
All right. Back to low quality hell we go as we. Oh, there it is.
Thank you,
Deal with
Twitch.
the Alpha Sting and Alpha Ram. There it
There we
goes.
go.
Wolfguard
These
combo.
are gonna die.
This combustion comp is the king of this CC, and it shows why right here. They just burning down. So much damage everywhere.
Oh, not enough. They
Oh
still
yeah.
need one more
okay, another
cycle.
application. We do have to generate more SP, get a final strike in. That's okay. Final Lavitane combo skill right there. Getting a final strike in from the Estella Wolfguard ult as well. We're dealing with the title class, trying to get as much burn as possible. Thankfully, the shield doesn't matter in the face of the combustion. But here comes the shield,
Ooh.
self-CC, but it's still burning down, still taking down. The title class is going down really fast, and there's still 4 minutes on the clock.
You can
It
see
is
those-
really simple to just
Ooh, sliver of
the
health
burn wasn't
remaining.
enough. You just hit
There
there
we
with
go.
one combo skill, and there you go. That is defeated at risk 47. 6,
You-
7.
15,000
What
damage per tick of combustion is immense. It's incredible how much the gear matters on that.
So
Really
they just
good
need
attempt.
to do 47 or even a faster 46 run, the other team. But they only
Yep.
have one shot left, that's the thing.
Yeah,
they
the
really
And they've also
need to,
used all of their major team comps. They'll have to go into burn here, I think.
risk
Yeah,
47. Let's try in theory craft what our last team could be for Jin. We have Mifu Rossi critically. We can go Mifu Rossi Camille plus something. Ardelia? No, maybe. Snowshine?
I think it's gonna be a Mifu Rossi Camille team.
Well, they don't
Yeah.
have Mifu anymore. Mifu was used in the first round.
Oh yeah,
Oh, you're
true,
right.
Never mind.
It doesn't show right there. I was looking at the bottom. Okay, so that makes it really tough. You still have Wolfguard. You could just primary Wolfguard, use 0 Estella. Wolfguard, Lavitane, Tong Tong plus 1.
Estella's also gone.
Frick!
Yeah, I
yeah,
think they've used a lot of their big hitters. They're gonna have to use Wolfguard, maybe a Leviatane.
Yeah.
this
I
just
think
goes to
Wolfguard,
show that-
Leviatane, Tong Tong, Gilbert. Maybe
Yeah,
not
they
Gilbert.
they could do ice and fire to get their combustion stacks going.
This just goes to show how Togahara Jin needed to clear that risk 52 because that team is an ace in the hole.
Yeah, it is.
Man,
Anyway, let's
I
get
am
forward
really,
and see what they done.
I am well and truly enjoying how Fearless Draft is warping this. It's actually so fun.
It is.
Yeah.
So far, strangely enough, this is actually my favorite one so far, just because starting at that lower CC meant that we got a very interesting match here from that.
Agreed. All right, let's see. Risk 52. Don't have to
Risk
do this, by the way.
52
Just
still.
do 47 and you win.
Oh, maybe this is the old risk. Maybe, yep. Here we go.
All right, there we go. Okay,
It's
so
still
this
52.
is- No, they just made pre-made risks for every team, so they're gonna now just drop down. Probably remove the timer ones. Probably remove the health one as well.
I would remove the no dodge to decrease stamina instead.
There's also the alternative possibility, both of you, where Jin did not watch their opponents and does not know they only have to clear 47.
That's gonna be a Chad move as well. And imagine
That'll be a
winning,
bit of
winning too.
Metal flame. He must do 52 or more? Wait, why?
His chat might just be messing with him.
Attempt cannot be lower than previous. That's a rule?
Oh,
Wait,
I
let me look.
forgot about that rule. You're right. You cannot attempt anything lower than what you've already attempted. You cannot drop your risk.
Oh, you're right. Wow. Wait, so that
Okay.
that makes the strat that the previous team did really good.
Yeah,
'Cause now
that
it's
makes it
forcing
so much
this.
better than I thought. Oh my god.
Holy fuck. All right, force on to risk 52. Let's see how it goes. This is what we thought. A Wolfguard Levitate.
So
Actually, what I named.
Well, yeah.
so what you're saying is that Jin cucked himself by going 52 immediately.
pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
Also, the combination of Gilberta and Tang Tang means he's going to have to be careful with his skill activation so he doesn't accidentally get himself the incorrect status.
Yeah, definitely has to have a lot of practice with this combination. Considering they had a preset enabled, it looks like they had a lot of practice with this. So we'll have to see. Gilberta primary with 15k HP, trying to get as much damage as possible. Wailing on the Stinger, but the CC is healing it back up.
I think he accidentally hit that. I think he wasn't meant to hit that.
All right, this time
There we go.
properly holding the Gilberta combo skill,
Yep.
and we're just going to gun it down. There it goes. That's wave 1. Wave 2,
And
4
this
minutes
is
left.
a,
That's actually really good pace.
And this is a risk 3 timer, by the way. So either way, he's still faster and also much higher risk too.
Yep, Tong Tong combo skill to enable all the other combo skills, and they are just wailing on this first group of ads. We're moving on to the second half of wave 2. Trying to deal with the other ads. Have to group them all together. Thankfully, he is playing Gilberta, so it could be a little bit easier. Just has to push
There
it
you
in.
go.
There you go. Then
Perfect.
Gilberta skill. This is the correct sequence to do it. Now you let everything else let loose, and you do not click that combo skill from Gilberta.
He's doing a much better job than I expected him to on making sure he doesn't accidentally hit both nature and ice.
Yep, a lot of practice clearly fell through that. Already at half health on the Tidewalker.
Oh,
Gilberto
about
for the
to get
damage
hit.
amp, but takes... Oh, actually does not take a hit there. Takes a hit there, though. And the Tidewalker is already gone with a really, really fast time for Wave 2.
All right, Tidewalker down. He still has
That-
3 minutes, and you can see this threat very common in when entering wave 3. Immediately picks a corner
Yeah,
to corner
yep.
themselves.
picking the corner does seem to force them to actually group up for the beginning of it.
It's a
Unfortunately,
really
Tang
big...
Tang did have
Wait, not
other
everything
plans
does.
there, just rushing towards the enemy.
Classic
Luckily,
Tong
he
Tong.
called in.
All right, there we go. They're still grouped up. Tong Tong to enable the other combo skills, trying to get as much damage as possible. You're allowed to click the Gilberta combo skill because these things can't be CC'd.
Yeah, that's just extra damage now. I think moving forward, you can now click Gilberta's skill.
Yep.
Wave
Which
3
Pretty
means-
onwards.
much. I don't think anything else from now on gets CC'd at all. So now we're going to clear out these ramps and deal with the efficacy of Wave 3. 2 minutes 30 on the clock. We actually have really good time opening with the Tong Tong ultimate. The team sees you. Holding off a little bit on the damage to get the applications and to avoid the CC of the healing. Now they're moving on. Unfortunately, barrel rolls out of the way for some of the damage, but that's okay. Levitate and Wolfguard are able to...
Another
hit their
barrel roll.
mark.
Box to a barrel.
And there we go. The Gilberta damage amp is going hard. Levitate and ult to deal more damage, though. It may
Oh, just in
be-
time.
Oh, the stagger.
Yeah, the effigy was about to jump on Gilberta there. Perfect stagger node timing.
There it is. Wave 3 is cleared. 1 minute 40 on the clock. That's really good timing. All right,
There you
let's
go.
see.
He
the
is
next
SP
bit
locked
of wave
here, so he
4.
can't really cast any skills. There we go. No final
Oh, we
strike
didn't
yet.
count. Oh, takes a hit. All right, we're
Oh, no.
getting slowed down, by the way.
This is where we've seen multiple teams struggle to actually make it through, so he's going to have to
All right,
clutch it.
finally gets the final strike into generate SP, but we are getting run down. Okay, we finally got a Tong Tong combo skill in, or battle skill in to enable the other combo skills. And now we're finally getting some damage, and we're finally getting some SP generation. Another Tong Tong to do it all. I'm pretty sure this is the combo risk. There is no tremor here, and the Wolfguard ult to deal more combustion. There's the damage. 1 minute left on the clock. It should be good.
Yeah, the
He
final
is
boss
SP
is
locked
weak to
again,
fire,
so he-
so as long as he can get through these two, he should be clear with a minute left. 50 seconds.
There we go. 50 seconds on the clock. Tong Tong opener with the ultimate. The Chief sees you, putting some CC down on the title class, trying to get as much damage down as possible, getting the combo skills active, getting some combustion on him. You gotta burn him down. 40 seconds left, but you're dealing good damage. Try to get more SP generated in the Gilberto ult for the damage amp. And here comes the Wolfguard combo skill, and there's the big chunk eating through
Big
the shield.
crit
It
over
doesn't
there.
matter, and that should be it for a Risk 52 clear.
And that is the power of
go.
heat vulnerability.
What a run!
So Zach and what's the name of the other team again? Zach and Lonely Cat officially out of this bracket. And Togahara Jin.
Congrats to
officially
Togahara
won
Jin making it to
this
the
bracket.
semifinals. Great run, great showing.
So before we move on to the final bracket, which is CL and Namor, which I think I have a pretty confident bet here because we've seen this match and I don't want to be because I'm not really a hardcore player as well, but it wasn't really their matches were not that impressive to me. But again, to recap, Meiji versus Tama won. Just kidding. Meiji won.
Okay.
Talk and Tuwang, Lin Zero and Blue Jay and Lin won. And this one, Lonely Cat versus Togahara Jin. Togahara won. So we are now in the final bracket of this stream, and then you guys can just wait until we rebroadcast unofficially the semifinals and the finals together.
Hey, we're providing content. We're warping
Yeah.
it. It's not just a straight up restream. We're commentating over it. I will say, chat, for those who don't remember what I said in the beginning of the stream, we are only doing the quarterfinals today. And then the next time we stream, we're going to wrap together the semifinals and the finals together.
Yeah. And at that point, we're going to avoid social media just to avoid spoilers.
Yeah.
Yes. Luckily, so
Alright,
far,
alright.
these have all been new to me outside of the very first one. I had personal stakes in the Tama fight, so I was looking at that, but everything else has been
biased caster, as I was glazing Maggie the whole time.
you know, it's caster versus caster, somewhat.
It evens out. It's neutral.
Yeah.
Did he private his stuff? I guess we're dropping on CL's stream then.
Bet. This is one of the tournament favorites. CL is a known content creator who deals absurd things in both the OG Arknights and in Enfield. So
Yep.
we'll have to see how this goes.
Seal
Is it
versus
Mr.
Maggie
Porky?
is the, I believe that is what most people are really excited for, as they have in fact competed before. So if that in fact happens in the finals, then we'll have a very exciting final match. But we gotta see who gets through the
Completely
semis first.
agree. That will be the most exciting match in my head, as I have personal stakes in it, because I'm a betting man. But we'll have to see first if CL can make it to the semifinals and has to get through now more.
Oh, this is the other match. I think this is what we're looking for here.
Day 3.
This is Tama. Here it is. Okay. So we just need to wait for. Oh, okay. Is this the official one? Oh no! Here we go.
I'm a little confused on it saying day 3, but maybe that counts like the 2 days of round 1. I don't know.
Mhm.
It could be day 3 of CL actually playing.
True. That makes sense.
I'm gonna try and find this on Fobs just to make our lives easier.
Don't mind us, chat. We're setting it up. We are giga scuffed on this fine day. As I scroll Twitter and see what people are yapping about in League of Legends and TFT land.
Did CL not make a VOD for it? Or not CL, sorry. Bob.
I'm a bit confused. I don't really know how to navigate this. So it technically happened 2 days ago. One sec.
Man's playing too much Woowa.
So
Right, let's just go on CLs.
I don't know if any of you know Alien Altria on Twitter, but she commented on the Malnar lookalike XP from the 1.4 trailer and said they took away the part that makes Malnar attractive, which is having Slavic depression. Banger.
Luckily, we now know for sure that that's not Linar, since
Yeah, I'm like 100% sure it's not.
he's got a reptilian tail, so he's got to be either a Kirin or a Nue.
Holy. I hope it's a new way. That's cool.
I am trying to find this on the broadcaster. Unfortunately, this guy plays too much Wuwa. This is the stream that happened yesterday.
So he watched the stream.
When
Maybe did he go straight from the
when did
stream
this
to
happen?
CC?
It happened July 10th, and this is on. Okay, so this is not it then. 2 days ago. Yep, 2 days ago. So I think it's this. I'm just confused.
Apologies everyone for being late on this. We were reacting to the 1.4.
What was the name of
Scrolling,
CL's opponent
scrolling.
again on this one?
No more.
Now more.
Is it literally right at the end? Yep, it is right at the end. Here
Oh,
we go.
okay, okay, we got it.
Grayscale Tong Tong.
He said he feels like he's gonna puke.
Yeah, that's also the common thing with CL. During this entire tournament, even in the first bracket, he felt so nervous. We could hear it from his voice.
It was so funny. It is there are a lot of stakes in this tournament. 40k monies. That's kind of good. Can I say? That's
It
pretty
is,
good.
and if you know anything about CL, he practices a lot. The vast majority of CL's time in the last month or so has been spent just practicing CC. His risk 54 clear with Wolfguard is, I believe that took him a week straight of just pure practice to eventually get.
Every
All right,
time.
so
Go ahead.
here we go. We can actually see the risk taken starting at 48, going slow this time around. Risk 2 timer, risk 2 HP, and probably the rest on the right side, but not everything. Hopefully he shows it. Nope,
Makes
not.
a lot of sense. Opening with the Rossi
Starting
Mifu
off with a
team,
Rossi Mifu. That's a powerhouse.
using the Snowshine for the arts right there, and Chen for more vulnerability. Trying to stack as much vulnerability as possible, as fast as possible.
Very interesting weapon choice on Chen too. That's
Grand Vision or whatever?
yeah, I don't see Grand Vision being run on other characters outside of Inman usually. But it does give Arts Intensity. But Arts Intensity on her doesn't actually seem that useful.
I will not presume to know more than them, but I just assume I have no idea what's going on. Sorry, is this Ciel or is this Naumere?
Oh,
This is Ciel. This is
Okay.
Ciel. We can hear
Ciel.
it from the
we might be seeing that weapon get used specifically for solidification, as it would give an additional 100% physical damage.
Oh, wow. So we have to be
Oh
wary.
my
It's only
God.
risk 48. What the heck was that?
Yeah, go back. I actually missed it. What just happened?
You just just a one shot off the rip.
What?
you can even
let
react
me
to
look
it.
at the sequencing here.
I
So
dare you
thought
to do a play-by-play by this.
Mifu S1 to pull, Chen vulnerability into instant Mifu
Oh,
cast. Okay.
Mifu crushed at just level 2, level 1.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's
level
all
2.
you needed. We're only risk 48, mind you. So
True, yeah.
this won't be as tough as and bulky as usual.
He's just
Taking,
accepting the
already
damage of
taking
these
hits
pulls here.
though. Yeah.
Kind of allowing for the CC because you only really need a one shot with Mifu, so it doesn't matter if they full heal to full because you're one shotting them from full anyways.
True.
There go
Four
F4 stack
full-
there.
full-
Now we're ready for the
full bore.
Mifu cast. Boom,
Yep,
one
there it
shot,
goes.
almost one shot.
Oh,
misses the
bad Mifu
the-
placement though.
Yep, misses the stinger, unfortunately, with the S3 on Mifu. Taking a bit of chip as well, but you are playing Snowshine, so you do have a lot of room there. And
Oh,
Yeah.
perfect
up
timing. Has the
5
world splitter
minutes
to
and
enter the
40 on
second
the clock.
phase. So these enemies are about to get deleted.
All right, another Mifu S. Oh,
Yep,
held
just
that. All right.
knocks all
now
three
we're
of them.
moving on to the next part.
Using
It's a bit
Mifu
of
to just
puddle.
clear waves instantly does save a lot of time.
For sure. One of the major strengths of this composition, the physical team and Mifu, sheer burst does a lot for a lot of these risks. Are generating more SP, taking care of the wave. Unfortunately, this is a little slow at this point, but we are waiting on more vulnerability stacks, it would seem. There we go.
I think
The
it's
Mifu to
a
here.
placebo effect with using Snowshine because of how slow she looks attacking.
Yeah, honestly. All right, here comes the Tidewalker, the mini boss with the Prism. We got to focus on
Ooh,
that Prism, and it's
perfect
already
timing on
gone
the
because of the
World
Mifu
Splitter.
S3. Got to get more vulnerability stacks to do it all over again, but only 2,000 or 3,000 HP on the Snowshine, 2,000. Got to get more vulnerability stacks here. Holding the Chen in order to wait on more vulnerability stacks because of the risk that does not enable more than one stack at a time. And
Has
now,
World Splitter. There we go.
boom! That's wave 2 with a lot of time remaining.
Yep.
He should have just used this time to get hit and heal, by the way. by
Yeah,
the
I would have
pool.
stepped in that puddle for a second, but who am I to judge? So we're already dealing as much damage as possible, getting more vulnerability stacks into the Rams. It's wave 3
Oh,
with
you
4
know
minutes on the
what?
clock.
I think it's actually meta. He didn't do that because he was about to be frozen when he did that.
Oh, I see the
He has currently at 3
solidification
stacks.
Yep.
The sequencing is very important there, which goes to show how impressive these players are. And here comes the World Splitter, getting another
He
Snowshine ult.
Yep.
Doesn't care
he
that we're
healed, but-
healing the guy because we're just going to one-shot it anyways. Good dodge right there with the jump, trying to get more vulnerability, and the Mifu is ready. Just
Stagger.
generate more SP. Might as well bank it.
There we go. Perfect timing.
And then you finish it with Mifu.
You
And
have a
it's all good.
World Splitter for the. Yep, World Splitter coming to the effigy.
Here is the initial burst with the World Splitter.
Oh,
Half
there you
HP
go.
already. Now we just got to get those vulnerability stacks on. Dodge the hammer with the dive attack. Really
Yep.
good mechanics right there.
Very good timing.
Mind you, we're still holding the Rossi ult for a very specific reason. The title class at the end is
Ooh,
going to get
that
one
hit
shot by
almost
it. But for
killed.
now,
Yeah,
Snowshine
was
gives a
forced
lot
to
more
heal
room.
though because Snowshine was getting awfully close to dying.
He does have all 4
Agreed,
stacks.
Ready
World
for the
Splitter?
Mifu? Oh!
Oh, and he
Oh,
targeted
oh,
the ads.
Splitter.
Targeted
Oh,
one of the
no.
shivers! That's
No!
so bad! Huge time loss, but that's okay. We're risk 48. We still have 3 minutes on the clock. It's honestly not that bad. If you're playing risk 52, that's a run ender right there. Thankfully, we're on 48, so it's okay. We can just deal with this as our first clear. Go ahead and...
I think CL
Uh,
plans on building a World Splitter again. And then just
Yep,
dealing
4
crush to
vulnerability
this.
stacks. Just get the Mifu cast now.
There you go.
Ooh, that did not kill
no,
though.
Okay,
Just-
there we
Alright.
go. Had to World Splitter that. That's okay.
Still better than wasting the time on trying to kill it normally.
Yep.
I forgot to mention those balls that the effigy actually throws actually spawns mobs.
Yeah, they usually
Yep.
don't matter, but in that particular instance, it really messed him up.
I really like CL's camera movement, by the way, in that moment. Just like glancing to the right, going, oh.
Yeah.
All right.
It's the
trying to
second
deal with
time
the
this
Alpha
happened
Sting
now.
and
The first
Ram.
time was with CL's bracket when the Tang Tang ult missed.
Oh, yeah, the same
now
exact
this.
match. All right, making quick work of wave 4. Already dealing with the Sting. Now the Ram is only at quarter HP. Trying to set up a World Splitter, I believe. But do you really need to when there's a certain Rossi waiting in the back wings? Might as well try to get as much damage as
CL plans
possible.
to overkill this final boss.
Yup.
Yeah, I'll be honest,
Yeah,
I forgot
you
the
might
Rossi
as well
was even
do it
here.
in style, you know what I mean?
There we go. This boss is about
Let's
to
see
get
it.
deleted.
Okay, half
All right,
on
World Splitter
that,
brings
and
it to half
then-
health. Already prepping the Rossi, getting the final strike in for more SP.
No Rossi ult activation.
We're waiting for
Hello?
the shield to be active, it seems.
You do more
Trying to
damage with
play it
fire
safe.
if the shield is up, so that makes sense.
Oh my
He
god.
decided to parry for the aura. No reason to do it, to be honest.
CL is playing with his food, I think.
Oh my gosh. He's aura farming. Somebody stop him. He's not normally getting the channel did. And then finally, I keep alluding to the Rossi ult, but we refuse to
Yeah, it
use
just isn't happening.
I think it's time to finish it up with World Splitter. There we go. One more.
Oh, there it is.
Okay,
It's
there we
fine.
go.
He finally decided to do it.
Decided to finally stop
If
playing
he had
around, and
started
there
with that,
goes.
he could have cleared it instantly.
Yeah.
He was for funning it. That's cool. Or a farm for the fans. You got
I
to
think
do
he
it.
also knows that this record is gonna get beaten anyway, so he had
Probably.
to
Yeah.
make fun of it.
Saving time doesn't really matter in this particular instance.
Yep, and
All
that
right,
is
all right.
Ciel's run done. So we move on to Now More. 2 runs of Now More. He has
Let's
2
see it.
attempts
Let's see it.
to either beat this would you say a joke run from Ciel? It is a it is still a record that has to be beaten.
No, that's not a joke run. That's an aura farm run.
Yeah. Aura lost and Snowshine dying though. It would have been
Honestly.
really cool.
Try to get the parry in just for the aura. Like, oh, come on, man.
It would have been awesome, though. You got to admit.
Yeah, it would have been awesome. It was lined up perfectly as well because the title class was casting a charge skill. But unfortunately, he did get hit by something that, or maybe he casted a skill that allowed him to go frozen.
Holy. All right, let's take a look at Nowmore's team. What risk are they gonna go? Do we think?
Probably 1 up. Oh, 51.
Go straight to 51?
All right,
Risk
makes
3
sense.
timer, risk 2 HP.
A
and the
lot
rest
more
of-
consistent
Oh, wait.
than Risk 52.
Does not take
So-
rush though.
They're running physical, it looks like.
Yep.
Okay, showing off
Does
the
not
gear
take
here.
rush so
Yep.
that Mifu actually deals damage constantly.
Normal
Third
sword
my
lancer
cutter on
setup.
Pogranichnik. It looked like Rossi weapon on Chen, I believe.
Interesting.
We'll see here. Yep, it is.
He got Ying Lung on Li Fang. That's interesting.
And I'm gonna go to the bathroom while you guys do a play-by-play. 1 sec.
You got it. All right, let's see how this goes. It's definitely a this is an old head physical team. The pre-Rossi variant. This is all Mifu. So let's go ahead and see. Chen controlled 14k HP, trying to get as many vulnerability stacks off the rip as possible so Mifu can just one-shot it. Already taken down off to the side. Wait, does not kill those ones though. A little bit of a time loss, to be honest with you. There we go. Already starting up wave 2. Trying to push everything into the center so we can get more vulnerability stacks stacked up as much as possible. But the after effects of the time loss on the first group are kind of felt because it's already 4 minutes 30 seconds. You're going to have to get through this really quickly.
He is using the Mifu skill 1 in order to pull them all together, though. That is very useful.
It really is. Enabling for a lot more smoother of a combo going into the Li Fang ult to try and get
Did he
more
have Link?
vulnerability with Chen
He did not have
being
Link for that
comboed
one.
in.
He had to use Li Feng's ult to group them together because it was getting really messy.
World Splitter,
we
and
go.
that's wave 1. Honestly, at a good pace. Made up for lost time on that first group of enemies.
Yep.
Thankfully. So let's see for the wave 2.
So I don't know about what's up with this black border on the right side. Must be a chat thingy.
Oh. Yeah, I think they just forgot to move that part of the chat box. That's funny. All right, let's see. A little slow on these little guys, but that's okay. Trying to get the vulnerability up now. There it is.
Yep.
1 vulnerability. And
got,
they are cleared. Pogranichnik combo skill is at the ready if you want to generate some SP, but you have to be mindful of the sequencing, so it elects to skip out of it, does not use it at all. Because of the solidification counter, wants to keep it at an even amount.
Also, I'm surprised to see actually a Chen controlled, which is probably one of your most reliable source of physical vulnerability.
What I've realized is that because of the risk that makes it so you can't apply multiple stacks in quick succession, it's actually completely fine because Chen can only apply 1 at a time anyways.
Yep.
Oh, that's true.
So now we cleared all that, and now it's the mini-boss of Wave 2. It's the Tidewalker, trying to get rid of the Prism as much as possible. That's the World Splitter to completely just... Was that a one-shot? It one-shotted before the Prism could even cast!
we normally see this guy die first, then the Tidewalker.
Incredible.
Funnily enough, the Prism gets some chip damage in.
The Prism had its revenge.
It really did, and now we're on to Wave 3 with the 2 Alpha Rams. Let's see how this goes. Electing not to do the corner strat and wanting to immediately get a final strike in to generate some SP, but now they are split together, and that's kind of the result. But the Pogranichnik ult to try and group them together a little bit more, generate more SP. Let's see how it goes. One vulnerability stack on one Ram, but the other one is untouched virtually. Got the Mifu ult for another vulnerability stack, but now has to wait 10 seconds before he can do any more damage. But that's fine because you need to bring up these vulnerability stacks. Leaf on gold for good measure. It's looking good.
He needs to start to choose a corner to settle in because this constant moving around is costing him time.
I wholeheartedly agree, but we got a lot of Mifu damage and waited to 10 seconds and instantly killed both Rams, and now it's onto the FG with 1 minute 40 seconds on the clock.
I'm surprised that Pog ult did so much damage. Oh my god.
Honestly, we'd have to look at that Pog ult again, or Pog build again, but it does have Thermite Cutter active, so it's more of an AoE buff. So let's see, has to dodge out, does take a bit of chip right there, unfortunately, into the effigy, but is generating
Another
more
hit.
effigy. Takes another hit, we're critically at half HP. Uh-oh. Gotta play a little bit more safe, but we got another vulnerability stack, and Mifu might finish it off right here. Oh, no.
Another
Ooh.
hit there for Chen. One more and he's done for.
Yeah, these
All right,
dodges
we have
are
to play
not
a
going
little
well.
bit more carefully here. Need more vulnerability stacks for another lead. Oh, there it is. The World Splitter finishes off the effigy, but we still have another wave to
Yep.
go with a minute left.
And with only a minute left, I'm not sure if he'll be able to pull through here. He'll have to get that
Especially
world
with
splitter out
how
fast.
Constantly, how this guy constantly moves.
I will say they Nowhere did deal with the last round of Ram really, really quickly, so it's honestly possible. We'll have to see. Opened with the Leaf on ult and is trying to get more vulnerability stacks. Oh, gets
Ooh.
hit
Another
again.
hit.
One shot left, 700 HP. More
Yep,
damage.
there
And
goes Chen.
Chen goes down.
Oh, Chen's gone.
The reliable source of vulnerability gone.
Yeah, that's
I
going to
think
slow
it
things
would
down.
have been possible, but without Chen, it's so hard to get so much vulnerability. There are still other options, though.
He does still
Li
have
Fang
Li
in
Fang. Li
particular.
Fang can put out quite a bit of himself.
So we'll have
Li
to
Fang-
see.
Li Fang's
Takes
ult
another
alone
hit.
can give
Cannot
two
let Pelican
vulnerabilities,
reach the
but
guy.
he doesn't have enough time to do that though.
15 seconds on the clock. Has to dodge this spin. Needs more vulnerability so he can
There's
get
the
the
third, there's the
Mifu up
third.
and running. I don't think it's enough. And
Oh,
Pog
half
is down.
health.
5
No,
seconds
he's
left.
still
Leaf Fungal.
he still have world splitter on. He can still do it.
No, he used
World
world splitter
Splitter.
already.
Is that enough? It
No!
was not.
Nope.
It's a failed run.
Not
Damn.
enough time.
Yeah, that
It
Chen
was
loss
so close.
hit him real hard.
It's all off the back of
And you know
fumbling
what
those Chen
sucks?
dodges on that effigy.
That's
So
probably the best
unfortunate.
run he has, and his physical team is gone now.
Damn. So unfortunate. So close. That just goes to show how tough this is. If you even lose focus for a little bit, then you take too much damage, too much chip, and you lose a lot of your enablers.
Especially when you're on the effigy, that thing, if you do not time those dodges perfectly, you just get screwed.
Yeah.
And with that, and the moment he got to that that final wave, and he had to start dodging those scorpion ranged attacks, he just couldn't do it.
Yep. There's a lot around him, especially in that wave 3. Really tough, but we still have another attempt from Nowmore before we move back to CL, so we should see something good, hopefully.
Here we go. Another run. Risk 52 again, but this time 50% HP, but 5-minute timer. Still. Oh no, it hasn't changed. It's still physical.
Trying to figure out what else to do here. No Mifu critically, but we still have a Rossi.
Yeah,
Let's
he
see what
still
else we
has
could
the
slick.
physical cleanse.
Oh, he's
So
going
that's
to the electric
interesting.
team.
Cleanse off
Okay.
the arc light combo skill then.
Oh, true. Yeah, we've seen this used before, and it was effective, at least to the right hands.
Yeah. They
Is
just
this
Pretty
the right
much.
hands? We've yet to know.
yeah, that combo skill just comes up so quickly normally.
Rossi pref again on the arc light, by the way, for a lot of damage, and thermite cutter instead on the Alesh. Is that chivalric again, or is that something else?
Yeah, chivalric
is
virtues
chivalric
for
again,
the
so
max
they're-
HP. If you can see, Perlica has
Yeah.
15k HP.
So this is the second time that we've seen a max HP focused Perlica with no real focus on damage.
It's definitely a little bit less on the DPS wise, but for consistency's sake, especially in this tournament where nerves are rising, it's probably a really smart choice.
I just love Bob's chat, just spamming the not spamming, but the constant Perlica emote.
The 30k.
30k.
We're gonna do that in Fortnite soon.
We can now do that in game because that's being added as an official emote that you can buy in the next patch.
Yeah.
Quarterfinals didn't make you stream semifinals last night. We missed a day. We're gonna do semifinals and finals wrapped into one. All right, starting off wave 1. Oh, unfortunately, the arc light combo skill misses the other adds, but it should be fine. These are squishy enough to where it doesn't matter that much, but also it is a bit of a time loss. That said, you are trying to build up the Zhuangfeng Yi blade, so it can be okay.
Missed an opportunity there to cast another Zhuang Fangyi before proceeding to this phase, but that's all right.
Probably trying to conserve a little bit more SP, but we should work on generating more. The double Alesh and Arc Light combo does a good job of generating as much as they can, so hopefully it's good. Gonna activate
Perfect
the Arc Light
timing on that
combo.
Arclight combo skill.
There it is. Now we just need more Zhuangfeng Yi for more sword generation. Okay.
And that's
Already down to
staggered.
a quarter. The Sting should be
The-
gone right here. Arclight and Alesh comboing off of each other. That's a lot of SP generated, and we're already back to full SP.
Yep.
And 7 Thunderblades now.
He
Pretty
could
good
have
number.
cleared that
Not
a lot
9,
faster, but I think
Oh,
he
no.
left them up on purpose.
Oh, there it is.
We went down to 4.
That's okay. We should be able to generate a few more here, trying to get the electrification active so Zhuangfeng Yi can cast, and there's more Thunderblades. And now we just have to deal with this next group.
Another opportunity here for Zhuang Fangyi to build. There we go. Up to 8. You really have to try so hard to not let it expire. One more. There we go. That's max stacks of Fangyi now. It's gonna start snowballing
Yep.
here.
And as soon as he got to max
Zhuangfeng Yi
stacks,
ult.
popped alt, clear out the
There's
mini
the
boss as
Alesh
fast
ult
as
as well,
possible.
trying to get as much burst as possible, hitting the Tidewalker with as much damage as possible, with all the swords active, already at half HP, and it just spawned. Can we get another Zhuangfeng Yi battle skill? We need an electrification proc, or maybe do you? There's so little HP left on it, and there it goes.
3 minutes. Not a very bad, not a bad pace.
Yep,
But you
certainly
also,
acceptable, and wave 3 is beginning.
Yeah. We did witness someone actually do 2 minutes onto the final wave, but comparison is the thief of joy. So let's not go into that.
All right, here we go on the Rams. They're all grouped up together. Managed to bait them into the corner, which is really nice. Trying to trigger a bunch of electrification so we can get more Zhuangfeng Yi battle skills active. But there are a lot of swords on the map. Looks like all 9, I
Yeah,
believe.
he's got all 9 currently.
Yep. It's got all 9 currently.
So we're now going to just chug through these. 2 minutes 20 on the clock. We just have to get more damage in. Trying to clear these Rams at the same time to make up for time. Quarter health on both.
Pretty good group control here on
Yep.
both
Yep.
the Rams.
He's getting really lucky that they're not trying to flank him like we've seen in the past.
Okay, now that other Ram turned away, so we have to kill it here.
Yep.
All right, seems good. Missed one of them, unfortunately. It turned away, but now it's focused back on the Perlica, so let's see. It's a little bit of a time loss, but it's honestly acceptable. We're still a minute 50 seconds, to be honest. We can chew through this effigy really quick. We still have Zhuangfeng Yi
There we
ult.
go.
Yep. And
Pop
he's
that
popped the ult
Zhuangfeng Yi
as
ult.
expected.
There we go. Trying to
Also
open with an
Alesh.
Alesh ult, as well as another battle skill from the Zhuangfeng Yi. Trying to do as much damage as possible to try and save as much time as possible. Already out of the half health. 1 minute 30 seconds on the clock, and the effigy's already almost gone, and there it goes.
1 minute
is
30.
so powerful. It's insane.
Going into this, I'm not very confident with this time, but if he can deal with this in less than 40 seconds, then he has a chance to deal with the title class.
Critically still had the Zhuangfeng Yi ult active, actually, so it did a little bit more damage than expected. Now it's ticked away, but we do still have to take care of this. Only 1 minute on the clock. You're so right. The timing's going to be tough, but hopefully... okay, there we go.
Yep.
Use the Arc Light or Alesh for the physical.
We've seen many
cleanse,
teams
then-
get destroyed by that Scorpion in the past, so he's focusing on it and dodging it very effectively here.
Yep, he is very efficient right now with all of his damage and all of his dodges. He just... Unfortunately, the Ram wasn't properly aligned, but that happens. You can't always guarantee that. Trying to get as much damage down, trying to clear it. Only 38 seconds left of the clock. You kind of have to start chewing through this.
Yeah, he's
Gotta
got a good
generate as
chance
many
if he's
swords
got
as
at least 30
possible.
seconds going into this last fight here.
Already...
Faggy does need her ult. Oh yeah, there we go. Ult
Yep,
ready.
There it is. Already activate the Zhuangfeng Yi
All right,
ult.
here it
20
goes.
seconds left. Have to go
Just
through
bring
all
it,
these
dump everything.
animations.
He's gonna have to go fast.
Alesh ult coming in. Getting as much damage. Opening with the the battle skill on the Zhongfeng Yi, and you're just going to keep spamming it, generating as much SP possible off the back of Arclight and the Alesh, and that's another battle skill.
7,
And there's a
6,
third battle skill from
5,
Zhongfeng Yi. It's just
4,
comboing upon combo,
3.
but the
It's
shield
not
is
enough.
active.
It's not
2
enough.
seconds
enough.
left to go.
Oh, and that's
not-
game.
Oh!
Oh, he got it.
Oh,
Holy
he got
shit.
it. Challenge complete. He got it.
He
right at
got
the
it.
last second. Holy
0
crap,
seconds
what
on the
did he
clock,
do?
and he got it.
That's insane
my
from now
God.
more. Great work.
Man, why does this intense games always happen in the Korean bracket?
Honestly, that is crazy.
That means Ciel is forced to go 53.
Yep.
Hey, if there,
Or well,
if
he
there's a
can
player
do
that could do it-
52, and he could save time.
That's
Oh,
also
yeah,
true. You
true.
don't necessarily have to go to 53 if you do better than a 1 second remaining
Yeah.
clear.
Yeah.
So we will have to see. It may be even more
And-
consistent to do it that way. I believe Ciel has the combustion stuff. I actually forgot what they used.
Yeah. He still have the.
Yeah, he used
combustion
Mifu
stuff.
last time, so
All right. So I believe we just did both of Nowmare's runs. So we're gonna go back to Ciel. Have to see how that goes. Wow, what a good what a good round. Wow.
that was
I'm telling
insane.
you. These matches always happen where Ciel is, man.
Yep. I like to think that Ciel is inspiring their opponent, inducing the best challenges possible.
Honestly, though, overall, these have been some really interesting rounds. Outside of Tama versus Maggie, I think all of our rounds have been actually pretty interesting. Not all of
Yeah.
them have been butt clenching, but interesting at the very
They have been
least.
interesting. I've been enjoying the variety we've been seeing in a lot of the gear
Agreed.
choices, not even just the team.
Yeah, some of the gear
Okay,
choices have been
Ciel-
extremely interesting too.
Ciel is going in with his version of the Zhuangfang Yi team, not with Alesh this time.
Yep, it's the
Yeah.
Gilberta variant, the higher DPS, but less SP generation, and you have to be a little bit more mindful of your sequencing because you cannot just off the rip CC everything with a Gilberta combo skill. Otherwise, you're electing to full heal all of them. So you do have to be more mindful in this version.
Yeah. Lower
Alright,
SP does mean you can't spam the battle skill nearly as often either.
That's true. So we'll have to be a little bit more careful. We'll see if Ciel's able to pull it off. Able to already really quickly bring this Sting down to half health. Holding the combo skill. There it goes. It's gone. And then you go Perlica and you hold it again. That's just the mastery. That's just pure timing. That's just insane practice at work, knowing when exactly not to press that E button.
Ciel doesn't really have that much. Doesn't have really anything to beat here. He just needs to be faster than
Yep.
now more.
I don't think it's
By
that
1
hard to be
second.
faster than 1 second off the clock. So hopefully, it's more so just a regular clear at this point. Hopefully,
I
you're
was
not
really
getting a little
expecting
too
the
crazy.
run to end because on the timer on the top right it said 0.
Oh, faster than 0 seconds remaining.
Yeah, it depends on are they basing it off of the timer from the game, or are they basing it off the timer at the end of the on the end screen?
Yeah,
Depends
probably
on
the
whatever the
milliseconds
admins
counted
say,
there.
it would seem. But Gilberta with the ult to get more damage amp, and Zhongfang Yi is going to do as much damage as possible with the battle skill Perlica to give a little bit of further amp, and there goes the Tidewalker at 3 minutes 30. That is really good pace.
Man, Ciel when not doing like one-shot strategies in normal means, seeing him competitive is really fun to see as well.
Oh, yeah.
Very true. He's usually trying to get gimmicks to work, but when he's just trying as his hardest, then
Someone
shows
give this
his
guy
skill.
Silver Ash Altar. All right, we are chewing through these Alpha Rams on wave 3. It's already really fast. We just hit the 3-minute mark, and they're already both almost dead. We're going to get to the effigy really quickly.
he got really lucky with them being clustered up like that.
Yeah, I was about to say these guys really like to stick together. This was
They'll
the
definitely found the most
time waster
consistent
on
way to
Namor's
group them all
run.
together. Zhongfeng Yi popped to go full ultimate to start one-shotting this effigy, trying to get as much damage as possible. Electrification from the Perlica, Gilberta giving the damage amp, and Zhongfeng Yi is just chugging along. Battle skill after battle skill cast. It just keeps going, and the effigy's gone with 2 minutes and a half to spare.
But one thing
Jesus
to note
Christ,
about
you're
that
probably-
last run is something about Zhuangfang Yi that can mess people up is she will absolutely hide enemy attacks right as they're coming. So it can be
Oh, yeah.
difficult to dodge, and he was perfectly timing that spacing.
Yeah, and
Real
on that
good attention to
final
detail.
battle skill, Zhuangfangyi battle skill on that effigy, it dealt 129k.
Just the most absurd numbers you've ever seen, but Risk 52 took a little bit of a pot shot on that Sting and Ram. 5,000 HP remaining on the Gilberta, so you got to play it safe, but there's still so much time you have to work with. Building up swords on Zhuang Fengyi, trying to deal as much damage as possible, has to get the electrification running, and there's a Zhuang Fengyi cast, and look at the damage. Takes another hit, by the way, 3,000
Yep.
HP. Got to be careful.
And that's what I mean when if you can't see through your own battle skills, it can mess you up.
All right, here it comes. Dodges the last charge, almost fully staggered. Should have a lot of room to play. Should be able to generate a lot more SP as well. If you get one of these strikes in, delay it to get that SP generation.
He is only sitting on
and-
6 Sunderblades, though, not a full 9.
Uh-oh. That might be a little bit of a damage hit, but we do pre-jack the Zhuang Fengyi ult for the
He's
title
back to
class.
9,
It's
yeah.
the final
He's got
enemy.
Alpha Line now. There we go.
There it is, and Gilberta ult for the damage amp, and that's already half HP. We got to do another Zhuang Fengyi ult, Arclight for more SP generation, electrification for good measure. Another Perlica for more
There it is.
electrification. Give us another Zhuang Fengyi cast. That should be it. 50 seconds on the clock.
And
The shield just popped.
Oh, the
game
shield.
was
should be
been-
okay. Plenty of time.
yeah, he's
Yep,
got
Perlica
40
ult as
seconds.
well
We're
for more
good.
amp. Zhuang Fengyi is ready to
Oh.
cast. Gilberta is solidified, but that's okay. You got more damage
There
right
we
there,
go.
Alright,
and that's
we're
going to be
good.
it.
A couple
A couple hiccups at the
a
end. there,
couple
but-
hiccups at the
Yeah.
end, but it doesn't matter when you're up against a literal 1-second timer.
All right, now that is either the time to beat, or now Mayor has to go for a Risk 53.
Well, it's still Ciel's turn, I think.
I believe so. So it looks like Ciel will probably go for the 53 himself.
Because he officially finished the 52 and even faster. So I think the only way up here is 53 because you cannot go lower than your previous run, as we have been reminded by
Thank you for that,
us,
Blake. I
the
appreciate you.
commenter.
So he could
Right?
either
What are
go
we
for
going with this
53 or
time?
try an even better time on 52, force the other team to get their last round in and beat that.
Looks like a combustion variant. A lot of nature
Oh,
focus.
he
for
is going
53.
53 this time.
I don't think I've
Uh,
seen this variant before. I'm interested.
Although he can't use this team. This team's not legal because it has Gilberta in it.
Oh, right. Gilberta was used for the Zhuang Fengyi team. All right, there you go. Taking it out for a Lavitain. This is more combustion focus. This is more of what I would have expected. Probably primary on either the Wolfguard or the Ardelia. It depends on what your cleanse is. If your cleanse is nature-based, then you want it on the Wolfguard. So we'll have
Alright,
to
there we
see. Risk 53 attempt right here.
So apparently Fob knows how to speak Korean because he can communicate to Ciel quite easily.
Nice, nice, nice.
Honestly, that might be why CL was or Fob was chosen as a caster.
Makes
Yeah,
a lot
for
of
this
sense. I do
bracket.
feel like a lot of the caster blocks are like language based.
Yeah.
Like there's like a Japanese block, there's a Korean block, and then there's an English block. That's what it feels like to me.
It would make
Because
sense.
they're bringing them in for interviews and stuff.
This Ardelia is just tanking some hits there, but thankfully the invincibility frames on that the final or the finisher saved Ardelia from taking such damages.
Yeah,
Yep, a lot safer run when you're ideally a primary because you have a lot of HP and you have a healing ultimate to boot. Gets a lot of damage in. Does take a bit of chip there as well, but we're actually making great time. It's only 4 minutes 20 seconds on wave 1, and we got through it for this combustion team.
4 minutes still, and not to mention this is risk 53 now.
All right, opening with the Tong Tong combo to enable every single combo skill. It's going to make quick work of this wave of enemies. Now you got to start grouping up the next little bit of them. Opening with another Tong Tong battle skill for more combos. Trying to just burn it down as fast as possible. Already going for the Wolfguard ult to get max combustion, which allows Lavitain to hit everything on the board. That's pretty good. All right,
Okay,
here
the
comes
Tidewalker is spawning.
the mini boss.
Oh, the
He's
cheap
gonna
CC.
freeze it.
Waiting a little bit for the healing because of that risk, and then moving on to use all the battle skills and combo skills to try and eat through it. The Prism's already almost dead. The Prism is gone. Tidewalker, we can't see its HP, but it should be going down. You just have to dodge those Ardelia sheep. All right, there's a battle
Yeah, the
skill.
Ardelia ship does become a landmine at some point.
Choosing to go
It's a very-
inside of the pool is actually, at that point, a strategic play.
Pretty much.
There we go,
As they
Levitate ult,
activate the Levitate
used.
ult. And to finish it off.
Man, so far he's only taken a minute per wave.
Yeah, this is a insane timing thing. Risk 53, insane work here.
Just shows how
Kinda
much
po-
practice he's had with the combustion team.
Oh yeah, this is the bread and butter of the composition. Opens with the Tong Tong ult, letting everything else ride. The CC going solidified, but activates everything. Looks like the cleanse is on the pyro or the fire. Heat, that one. I named every single game.
You got there in the end. Don't worry.
Oh, he did
Only
take a big hit
1,800
there
health.
from.
Actually took a bit of a little bit of a tag there. Has to dodge everything perfectly.
Yep.
Goes
I
through
think before
both
the
rams.
effigy spawns, he's gonna pick up some sheeps at the end.
Agreed. Ooh,
Ooh,
takes another hit.
one
You
more
might
major hit.
He's one shot away.
You have to play it fairly safe, but I don't think you can activate the Ardelia ult without getting a major time loss until the effigy is gone. Or maybe you wait for the effigy to spawn first and then you activate it for some room.
Yeah, it's,
Nope,
as long as it's
electing
that
to
full
go for the
health.
effigy fight. The chief sees you, hitting him with the dolly. Okay, a lot of damage, getting combustion as much as possible. All the combo skills are ready, but we are locked down. There's the cleanse right there.
He's got to dodge this perfectly. Oh, he did.
There you go. Wolfguard
Okay.
ult to get more combustion. Lavatain to follow up. Lavatain ult to finish it off. Trying to get as much damage as possible. You gotta chew through this so you can feel
Gotta hit
safe.
the
So you can
stagger
use the
node now.
Ardelia ult.
Very good.
Alright,
boss is
battle skill to
staggered.
deal more. Combo skill. Have to dodge this. There it goes. It's probably gonna burn down.
Oh, and Ardelia's
no,
gone.
At the
Not-
very end of it.
That's no corrosion. He has no more corrosion left. He's got to rely entirely on Tang Tang to get combustion now.
We've
Yeah,
seen
those
this be
corrosion,
enough
although
damage.
it's
It's
really
just less safe and less
it's
fast. We'll
really
have to see.
little, it does add up. Those
Only a
corrosion.
minute left as well. Okay.
This
Getting the
ram
group
placement
together,
is
but
not.
getting good damage.
Yeah.
Battle skill. Have to move Tong Tong out of there. Good work. Dodge.
Another hit from
Ooh.
Tang Tang.
Big hit, big hit. That's a lot of damage there. You got to be a lot careful. Unfortunately, Tong Tong has this weird effect of diving in to deal her, like, I think attack 3 or something. Really enjoys getting hit by things. That's the Tong Tong special.
Ooh,
All
that
right, interrupts that attack.
yeah, that break absolutely saved Tong Tong's life there.
The
Yeah,
issue
the
is the
boss was about to-
timing is going real bad. Only 20 seconds left. You kind of have to deal with a title class still. Despite
Yeah.
being having an advantage over it, you still can't eat through all these really fast. Oh my gosh.
And
Bro, he's
unfortunately,
stepping.
without the Ardelia and the corrosion procs from Ardelia, he is doing damage significantly slower than before. And
Slower,
he's just
yeah.
not going to have the damage in time to actually deal with this.
It definitely shows for sure. 147 HP left. Has to cleanse out to dodge the Perlica, and that's the timer.
But the enemy team still has one more chance, but the timer that he needs to beat is 434. So that's not a
Yeah,
really
and we don't know what their last
Okay.
team is going to be, but do we remember what they used?
no, unfortunately not. Fob doesn't actually use the same thing that Sweetly does, so
I think Nowmore cleared it with Zhuang Fengyi, maybe?
Yeah, Zhuang Fengyi was the one that he got 0 seconds on the clock left on.
yeah.
I forget the first team, though.
For the first team he used Mifu. I remember.
Oh,
Mifu.
right,
okay,
right.
okay. So we have a fire team probably coming up.
So this is the very last B, right? In the ABB.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. All right, this is the last game of the day, and we'll move on to the semifinals and the finals the next time. But for now, we're going to see if Nowmore is able to stand up to Ciel.
He does have a stealth for this one. That gives him some leeway on needing to focus on the cryo.
Yup, this is certainly one of the stronger teams and one of the more consistent teams. Oh, electing to swap it off, Rossi Tong Tong.
Oh, okay.
It's full damage.
Choosing to go off of Estelle in order to get, I guess the fire ultimate is what he's really aiming for there.
Yep.
Yeah, for the title class, I assume.
If you're able to get to the title class, Rossi is a massive, massive time saver.
True.
You're just like playing down an ultimate until you get there. So we'll have to see what they go. Did we see if they were risk 53 or 52?
52.
All right, so going
I
for a
think.
better time, hence the Rossi, trying to just get as much as possible.
Oh wait, no, I think it's 53.
We'll see it in a
But
sec,
we'll see in a
regardless.
moment. Yep.
52.
52.
Okay,
All right.
so
Just better time.
if he has a 5-minute timer, he has to have 26 seconds remaining, and that's not a lot of time.
Yeah, that's not easy.
It's not easy, but this would be one of the teams to do it, teching in on full offense, no Estella for more DPS. This would be the way to go about it.
Yeah,
If he
I would say
mistimes
though, I
those
would be.
solidifications, though, then he could lose a lot of time.
Yep, I'm actually unsure of what the cleanse is locked on. Okay, it was fire. There it goes. A little bit of a time loss here, to be honest.
Yeah,
But
he's
you still
struggling.
have a good amount of issue. Okay. We're kind of like just targeting random bullshit, to be honest. We have to start getting on this sting. Okay, we took a bad hit there, but that's okay. It wasn't insane. And there's the final combustion proc, and there it goes.
Pretty good
Okay,
pace.
good pace.
Still.
4
Sub
minutes,
1
10
minute.
seconds.
Yeah. What is this
Do have to
emote on
generate
the
some
right?
SP. We're locked out.
He does need to get in there. There you go. Final strike.
There we go.
Oh,
Tong
this
opener on
early.
the ads, by the way.
Interesting choice.
Trying to get through this as fast as possible. Depends on how fast Tong generates ultimate, so we'll have to see if that's good or not.
I mean, he's constantly using it to combust, so I think that's a no-brainer to
Yeah,
build.
that
There
makes
you go.
sense then. If he's using
a lot
it
of sense.
for the ice stack.
And if you look, Tong's ult is already at half. It's already almost
Halfway.
back up.
Yeah, he must have gone all in on ult generation. I didn't actually look at the gear he was using.
Now already going to the Wolfguard ult as you fight the Tidewalker. It's the mini-boss of Wave 2. This was one of the first major walls. Trying to do as much damage as possible, getting as much combustion and burn in. And it's already bleeding. Lavitain battle skill to boot. Lavitain combo skill already at a quarter HP. And here comes the rest of the damage. But you have to dodge this. Ooh! Managed to get away.
I'm actually not sure how he got away. That looked like it was going to hit for sure.
It looked like a perfect dodge, but you don't have dodge enabled. So I was actually really confused there.
He's got at most 2 minutes 30 seconds to clear the entire stage.
Yup. Alright, so now we're on the Alpha Rams of Wave 3, trying to get as much combustion as possible. We have a good amount of time. We just have to be really quick. We still have the Tong ult up, but now it's a little suspicious to use because of the healing, so we might want to open the effigy with it. Okay, getting more damage. That's a Lavitain enhanced battle skill from the heat. Here comes more combustion.
Oh yeah.
It
It
looks
is
like
a
good
pretty good
pace.
grouping. Yeah, pretty good grouping here.
Pretty much keeping it equalized, opening with the Wolfguard ult to finish it off, and then Lavitain for the follow-up. Trying to burn this down, but might as well just hit it down, try to save as much time as possible, and we're moving on to the effigy.
Yeah.
Pre-eject the Tong ult, assumably. There
Yep.
it is. Not backwards, hopefully. There we go.
If he can clear this quickly, he'll have a lot of time going into the final round.
Agreed. A lot of combustion. Takes a hit on
Ooh, took
Rossi,
the
but
hit,
that's
though.
okay. We
Yep.
still have a lot of HP to work with. The Lavitain combo skill following up, and so is Wolfguard, already at half HP with a minute 40 seconds. We have Lavitain ult, but it might be better to just hold.
No, this is the point. If he doesn't break this, it's going to hurt a lot.
There we
Okay,
go.
he did,
Perfect
he did.
timing
Yep.
on there. He had the stagger node. That was quite a risk it took.
Here comes a hit, but we're out of the way as everything else goes,
Ooh.
and we have a minute and 30 seconds. We have to go really fast towards this stinger in this ramp.
He's got 1 minute to clear the stage. At most 1 minute. Time's ticking, and Rossi's solidified. I don't think he's gonna be. There we
Okay,
go.
we got the Tong combo right there. Or battle skill, enabling all the combos, trying to bring them all down. They're already at a quarter, which is good.
The chat already
More
thinks he's
cleanse
losing.
needed.
They're saluting.
Oh,
Alright,
this is
Wolfguard
perfect
ult.
grouping still again, though. Look at that. They're
Yeah, this is
Yeah, he's
perfect
getting
group this
really
entire
lucky with
time.
this group. But he's only got 20 seconds left.
Yep, the timer is a major thing. Yes, you're able to eat through the title class, but
We still have a Rossi ult, though.
Yeah, that Rossi ult's
Who
going to have to put
knows?
in some serious work here.
okay, open with the
20
Tong ult,
seconds.
trying to get as much damage as possible. Enough of an application, holding the Rossi ult for a little bit to try to get more in. Now the Rossi is ready, trying to get the Lavitain to deal more damage, bringing it down to
26.
half almost. Here
4.
comes the shield,
Here
and
it
now
comes, here
it's
it
the
comes.
Rossi ult. Is
2,
that enough of
1,
a time gap? Is that
and
enough
that's
damage?
done.
20
Yup.
seconds.
That's void.
Oh,
void.
just 1 second
Just
short.
by 1 second short.
Really? That was 1 second? Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
That was
Dude.
insane.
That is the closest match so far. Oh my gosh.
So close.
1 second. It
If
was
he
a
had
difference
popped
of
the
one
Rossi ult
singular
just
second.
a little bit sooner, he might have had that.
Yup. Oh my gosh. What a heartbreaker. A 1 second difference between Ciel and Naomore's best time, but Ciel's the one that comes on top, if I'm not incorrect.
Unfortunate. GG to Namor. Again, as always, the Koreans never disappoint with their very
Absolute
tight,
beast. Holy.
competitive nature.
Whew. That was an
What a
insane
game.
game. Yeah.
A good game. Man,
Oh man. All right,
I'm
that's it
excited for the
then.
next time we do this. I want to see someone put some pressure on Maggie.
Yeah. So I think Maggie will get pressured by Lin and Blue Jay.
Yeah. No,
That's dope.
I think so too. It is interesting because Maggie hasn't actually from what I saw in the first round too, it doesn't seem like Maggie's had to deal with too much competition. She's kind of cleared them pretty easily.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So
So-
again, just to recap, the ones going to the semifinals is Maggie, Lin and Blue Jay, I forget the name, Jin, and Ciel. Which again, it was a good decision to leave this last bracket as last.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
The best one.
All right, thank
I-
you so much for watching, everyone. What are your thoughts, guys? Leave some thoughts.
I am extremely excited to see the semifinals now. We got some incredible players going in and some really interesting comps too. Those bottom two brackets had some really interesting setups.
Yeah, especially what was their name again? The one starting with Risk 3, Zack and Lonely Cat.
Yeah, I love
That-
the strategy there. It was so cool. The adaption. It was just unfortunate that the initial Risk 47 or 46 run failed, because otherwise I think you could have probably pressured them even harder.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And
But,
the
man,
really, really
and
close.
Blue Jay running the last right, like it may have not worked out this time, but it may work out the next time. It'll be really interesting to see if they can pull it off against Maggie.
It was honestly really close. The last right, like, I feel like it was just a little bit of a micro optimization. You get that clear.
Oh yeah.
So far, what I've noticed, Blue Jay's specialty is the Yvonne Last Right team. Lin's specialty is the Zhuang Fangyi team.
Yep.
It's gonna be interesting to see how these two tackle next time in the semifinals.
Well, and especially since Maggie seems to have the Zhuangfeng Yi team like down perfectly. She knows all the timing. She knows exactly how to optimize it. So, seeing them go up against each other is going to be really interesting.
Yeah, but
will.
either way, guys, these guys in the semifinals are now guaranteed to be paid with the pool. But it's still not. It's still. I still urge everyone to push through winning the entire thing because that's a lot of money.
We got to see who's the best. It's not even about the money in my mind.
Let's
It is definitely
let's
about the money.
actually
It's about
let's
who's
actually
the
check
best of them all.
how much it is per.
I know the prize pool itself is 40K. We'll have to see how that's split. All that's left now is the cream of the crop. We're going to see some really good matches coming up. I'm hopeful that they post a time for the final soon, because I'd like to just stream fairly soon after that.
Yeah, actually, and I may, depending on when you guys do the next episode, I may not be able to join. So you'll have to tell me when that is.
Yeah, well, we'll definitely see if we could sync up, but I definitely don't want to go. I definitely don't want to do the finals match too far
late?
after.
Yeah,
You know what I
agreed.
mean?
Is that so? Are the finals tomorrow? When is that? actually?
Oh,
I don't know.
this guy is actually the first one in the thing, the Neferet trials.
Oh,
I
interesting.
remember
The
hearing
one in the
about
bottom
this.
bracket.
Look at these
Okay.
And Maggie won that one too.
Yeah. Both of them
Maggie
are first
stocks are up.
place. All right then. It was really a fun time here. The Koreans didn't disappoint.
No, they did not.
That's
As
all I'm
per
gonna say.
usual, the Koreans are great. I love watching them. I do not want to fight them ever.
Oh, Jaisal said 4K for all semifinalists, 6K for second, and 10K for first.
Okay,
Oh,
that is
That's
quite
a
a bit.
big jump.
6K for second, you say?
Yep, 6K for second place.
Oh, that's not that far from first
Hey,
place.
2K more is a lot of money. I could
Yeah.
certainly use it. Hey, let me play in the next one. I'm not very good at the game, but let me play in the next one.
Just work your way in until you get to the quarterfinals.
Yeah, just get me to semis. Just don't put me in Maggie's bracket. I'm chilling.
All right. All right,
Okay,
everyone. See you
Jaisal
then.
says finals
Mhm.
will likely be 12 hours from now, which
12 hours
means
tomorrow, okay.
maybe we could do this stream tomorrow morning.
Yeah, if we do it tomorrow,
Ooh.
I can make tomorrow.
Oh shit! I just realized I just entirely missed the Arc Knights live stream. What the fuck?
Oh, I did too. Oh no.
I thought it was at 9 p.m. Well,
yeah, we did.
PST.
It's already happened. I think. Let me check.
I thought it was
If
today.
because if it already happened, then Arc Knights.
Also, isn't the Arknight stream stuff we already know other than the client thing?
Official Yostar.
Yeah,
It's
to be
so
fair, yeah,
weird to
mostly.
search for.
I'm mostly gonna watch for the client. I've already
Oh,
know
it's
everything
tomorrow.
else that's in it.
Okay, never mind.
Oh, it's tomorrow?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
it's 9
10
p.m.
hours
PST.
from now. 10 hours from what?
Oh,
what
okay,
time is it
okay,
for you?
yeah. We got plenty of time. All right.
All
I thought it
right,
was the morning as well.
All right, chat. I am gonna end. The second we lock down which time we're gonna do this co-stream, I will schedule the stream on my channel. So that's when you'll know. We'll do both the semifinals and the finals wrapped up together. Peace out, everybody. Thanks for watching.
See
Check
you,
out
chat.
Dragness and
Thank you so
Renegades
much.
channels.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you very much. Bye bye. Ah, dude, that was insane.